Sunday. And you know what that means. It's time to talk some football. Niner football. And the future is shimmering with things that are going to happen, gold and beautiful and red. You've been watching the Combine, right? You see, I thought that there's only a few limited choices. You know how they would have you believe before the Combine starts, after this guy, there's nothing left. After this guy, there's nothing left. There are some athletic freaks out there. Hey, big hand for Shaquem Griffin. Fam, we have wide receivers that can't outrun Shaquem Griffin. I'm thinking that, we also have a few running backs that Shaquem would run down. So I didn't say no names. I'm just telling you that Shaquem should be on the 49ers squad. And if he drops to a place where we can get him, I want him on special teams. And I want to tell you why. First of all, any man that has that kind of a handicap and works that hard, he can't be stopped. He's dangerous. He's a miracle worker. He will continue to perform miracles on the gridiron. You can believe that. This is a kid that's destined. Fate cannot stop him. So I'm a huge fan. But with that said, I did mention also that I like Marcus Davenport, as you see. And the fact of the matter is, when you look at the miracle workers we have in the front office, it is not impossible to believe. If you're a Saquon Barkley fan as much as I am, and I'm going to stop trying to pretend like I'm not, you go ahead and you believe that it's possible that suddenly, if the 49ers can pull a quarterback like Jimmy G out of New England, which was impossible this time last year, if indeed the 49ers could win 6 games and win a 5-game win streak, Lord have mercy. When is the last time we won 5 games, period? I mean, some of the best teams we've ever had won 5 games in a row. This is why I tell you there's something going on in Santa Clara. I think the ghost of Candlestick has found Levi's Stadium. There's something going on. This is why I'm looking forward to what happens next. So don't discount anything. You also see the fact that Bradley Chubb, I am not really all that concerned with him after seeing Marcus Davenport and also Harold Landry explain what his problem was. There are things that are going on. The forces are gathering. And I do see something crazy happening. You want to mention anything that's going on with free agency? Because I did see, and I don't know if you're into it or not, but I did see that name Tremaine Johnson being blown up it took up my whole monitor, man. And I says, okay, are we really going to do the Tremaine and pay him $16 million a year? He better show up then, dang it. So, that's where I am right now. But listen, tell you what, as I mentioned, Landry. What I got? Where's our 3 guys? We got Landry. Let me make sure. That's just because I want to get your input on that, since that's the emphasis of today's meeting. Of 3 guys. Oh, there he is. We got Sequon. Is that the wide receiver, who I don't know why they're looking at him, because we've already got a guy that comes out of the slot, and I should have got these guys' names because I've never heard of him before. But I do know the Davenport. What's that wide receiver's name? I'm blowing it here. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. But let's go ahead and go to you now. We got first. Hey, Jackson in the UK. Let's get him on here right now while I find that receiver's name. Jack!
Oh, hell yeah, baby. I'm loving tonight, man. I love this banter going on. Listen. Hey, Sequon, talking about Sequon, I'm glad Ronbo brought Sequon up, which I pointed out last month. The one-handed monster,
Ooh, yes.
I'd rather pick him than Raquan. I'd rather pick him than any linebacker because he got that drive. He got that passion that I desire as a 49er fan.
All right. So we may pick him up. They say he may drop the 4th round.
Listen. He's not gonna last in the 4th round. I would pick him up in the late 2nd or the early 3rd. A guy like him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna make our team better. He's gonna make the people around him a lot better. Because he is a champ. Let's go, champ. Come on. I'm ready to rock. Are you ready to roll? Because I'm telling you right now, Michael Crabtree, and you guys can hate on us over here, Michael Crabtree did a lot better in Oakland than he did with San Francisco because of the quarterback. And also, we talked about the quarterback. David Carr ain't got nothing on Jimmy Garoppolo, so imagine what he could do with Jimmy Garoppolo in the red zone. He got Jerry Rice damn near hands, okay? He got Jerry Rice damn near hands. I said it again, okay? He's going to catch that ball in any radius that you give him. But at the same time, with Jimmy Garoppolo throwing him the ball, I mean, his radius is going to go off the chart.
Now, Jack.
Let's go, champ.
Yeah, Jack. I was Jack has been lobbying for Michael Crabtree. Let me ask you a question, Jack, since you're on that subject. Michael Crabtree, I don't think they're going to trade him anymore. He was in trouble toward the end of the season for taking himself out of a game. Jack, you don't question Michael Crabtree has any character issues?
Listen, he don't got no character. He is a football. He's from Dallas, Texas, where I got most of my family are from, which I hate the Cowboys. One of the reasons is for that fact. But, I love it when we beat the shit out of the Cowboys. But he loves football more than you and me. He goes out there and he plays with everything he got, leaves everything on the line. And I'm telling you, what he did against Khalib, he let it be known to everybody in the whole world, the whole universe, that he ain't no punk. And this is what he does for a living, and he's not going to let nobody shut his ass down, okay? This is Michael motherfucking Crabtree, who we drafted, and I'm telling you right now, we are going to, if we get Michael Crabtree, it's going to be game over. Because Jim Harbaugh, let you guys know, he has the best hands in football that he's ever seen.
Jack!
I would exclude Jerry Rice, but
Jack!
I'm telling you right now, we get Michael Crabtree, we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Ew.
And Michael Crabtree is going to remember that catch that he was held on the last time we lost the Baltimore Ravens, and he's going to make sure that he gets that catch next time. Let's go, champ.
Okay, Deontay Burnett. I was making me crazy. It's Deontay Burnett I was thinking about, who's going to come in and make sure we don't get Crabtree. Jack, thanks.
Hey, we got a lot of callers, as we always do, because Ronbo is the man. But listen, we're going to knock their asses out this upcoming season, everybody, like Deontay Wilder knocked out Ortiz last night,
Jack.
baby. Let's go, champ. We love y'all, all right?
Thanks, Jack. Have a great day out in the UK, Jack. All right. Let's go. The massive individual with, I'd say a maybe. He may have 9% body fat. Repent, Jesus.
What's up, Ronald?
Hey, man. Well, I tell you, we're looking at the combine now, and any disappointments, repent. And looking at, as I say, Deontay Burnett, you got Marcus Davenport. I mean, Saquon Barkley's a dream. Repent, what are your feelings on this combine so far, man? And some of those guys I just mentioned.
Everything right now is up for grabs. I mean, I just think the first thing I thought is 1 year from now, we're going to think back to how one of these draft prospects led us to believe that they were going to be great, and then they weren't.
True.
And there's going to be somebody who we're not talking about, maybe we're not taking serious, who's going to come out and start killing it, man. And
That's
it's and when I see that linebacker, with the handicap, he's running a 4.3.
Yep.
I'm like, are you serious? So that's unbelievable. I mean, his story is going to continue. But I will say this, Ronbo, I'm super impressed, and I believe a safe, pick is going to have to be Tremont.
Easily
running a 4.55. I mean, I want to see this guy on the field. 6'5", 6'4". I mean, I think he's legit. And I look at Davenport honestly as that hidden gem. I think he might be somebody we might regret maybe not getting, honestly.
Well, repent. You go ahead and you get Tremaine, with that number 9 pick, unless the 49ers are going to trade back. And Davenport will be available, from what I understand, in the second round. Now, I don't know how late in the second round he'll be, but there's 2 options in that second round. One of them is going to be there between Harold Landry and Davenport. The 49ers could walk away from that if they don't trade down with both, if they go to 21 and 22. Oh, repent! That's it! If they go to 21 and 22, they pick up both. Man, no, Tremaine won't be there. He won't be there at 21.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's crazy.
Now, how do you feel about Tremaine Johnson? I saw that big article.
Yeah, I know.
As well.
I worry about that.
That's kind of tough, you know?
You know what, though? He had a hurt leg last year, and it was in game 2, and he wasn't the same Tremaine all the rest of the season. He was trying to play through pain. And he got beat a lot. And that's why I was worried about, you know what, he's good, but he's not that good where we paying him $16 million a year. When you could spread that over a couple other guys, you know? So I'm a little worried about that, but I guess they know what they're doing. So I guess. Yeah,
that's a lot of money, you know? I don't want to see them throw that kind of money at somebody unless we know he's a bona fide starter, man. So, yeah, I'm a little concerned about it. I'm actually really hoping that you're right, that, you know, it is football. You do, you know, play with injuries throughout the year, and it's kind of hard to keep up with, you know. So, you know, like you said, hopefully they're doing their homework, and they got the answers to why he had his, you know, level of play on the field, you know. But, you know, the main thing I thought, Ronbo, is he is going to be at least an upgrade from Deontay Johnson. You know, that's all that matters.
What?
You know, I'm
everybody.
If you could just do better than Deontay Johnson, then our defense is going to actually be that much better. You know?
I tell you, Rep, I promise you, he is going to be better than Deontay Johnson. I guarantee you, he's going to be better than Deontay. So
I'm happy with that. That's good. I'll take that.
It's a heavy price tag, though. I think there's a couple of guys at San Francisco University that, SF State could probably still come in and give you a better job than Deontay Johnson. Oh, Deontay, don't get mad, man. You had a bad season. I forgot we're on YouTube. Deontay can be watching, man. I'm going to get y'all for that, man.
And Ronbo, before I go, I wanted to say I do have high hopes for Solomon Thomas, man.
Yeah.
I think he's really going to develop into next year, and I'm excited to see him just be a really good overall player. You know, rushing the passer, stopping the run. So I'm excited to see what he's going to develop into.
And you have every right to it. Because he got hurt. People forget he got hurt. What was that, in week 7, 8, somewhere in there? He came back like a real warrior, and after 2 or 3 weeks, you know what a leg injury is like. You don't get over a leg injury right away. Every time you stride, every time you push, especially when you're playing ball, you wonder if you felt something. And I got to figure, I'm feeling that's what he's probably thinking, but he kept trying to play through it. So he'll be over that by this season, so he'll be ready to roll. I got a feeling we're going to have a real monster, so I'm not worried about him. So.
Oh, and John Lynch, he's going to try to get back in the first round. That's what I think he's going to try to do. I don't think he wants to settle for that late second-round draft pick. That's what I hope, and I definitely think he's going to try to go back in that first round and get somebody. So
because he plots. You know he's plotting, man. The guy, if there was a criminal element amongst GMs when it comes to this kind of thing, John Lynch would be the face of it. They'd have mug shots and everything, profiles. Look out for this man.
hey, I wouldn't be surprised if you found John Lynch in hidden on a hidden camera, intimidating people, punking them and stuff, like that guy comes off very nice, but man, he looks pretty tough, if you stir him the wrong way,
I bet he is. Repent, appreciate your input, man. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna look for you on Red and Gold Radio tomorrow, okay?
Oh, man, I can't wait. Okay, you have a good day, man. You take it easy.
Thanks, bro. Have a good day. It's Repent. James is probably gonna go work out now. He's got plenty of time, or else he just finished. We saw him eating yogurt.
I think work out.
I knew it. And it was that, by the way, that Cam Newton's yogurt that you were eating a little while ago?
Oh, no, it wasn't. That one's the Chobani one,
Okay.
Hey, I'm trying to eat 200 grams of protein a day now, man. It's not easy. So
I know. You got to give 18 meals a day. They all got to be small, though. You'll do it. You're looking good, man.
Hey, thank you very much, man. I'll see you then.
All right, bro. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. You too. Bye-bye.
Let's go to P. Diggy. Diggy!
What's happening, Ronbo?
Yeah. Well, P. Diggy, I'm looking at
ahead.
Deontay, Marcus, Saquon. Hey, P, why would they be looking at Deontay Burnett? I mean, the 49ers, are they thinking about grabbing another 6-foot receiver to make everybody mad? As much as people want a big receiver, what are they looking at Deontay for? I got a theory on that, but I can't because I keep messing with people.
I can't figure that one out. I don't see us taking Deontay. We can't go with another 6-foot receiver. I don't.
Okay, wait. Wait. And I want to ask you two questions at the same time with that. Now, you say no on that. You seen what DJ Chark did out of LSU yesterday. Did you fall off the sofa or wherever you was watching it?
Well, how about this? I was in the stadium watching it.
Oh! How did he look moving at that speed? 6'4", 4'3". What? Oh man! Oh God!
I was at the combine yesterday. Was
tell
out
us.
there the past 3 days, so was on fire just with some of the conversations and people I ended up running into, including our defensive coordinator Robert Saleh.
All right.
I'll come back to that in a minute.
Please.
Man, those receivers, DJ Chark looked off the chain. DJ Moore looked good too. But Chark, man, I know he had a couple issues that was going on, but he's the guy I would be looking at if anything. I'm hoping this fool's goal if we're saying we're looking at anybody else. I like Cortland Sutton as well. But I still not sure whether we don't go defense. I still think we may go defense.
I'm pretty sure we will.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah,
So I actually just real quick here on Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
Right, talking to Saleh, he's talk. So this is Friday when I'm talking to him. It's Friday evening, late Friday evening, and I said, just introduce myself to him. So I was a big 49er fan, and I come out, catch some of the games, and And I said, man, we won the coin toss today. He said, man, I am so pumped. He said, look, first of all, we won 1-0 on the season. So he was, I said, I'm sure if you get your way draft, if you get your way free agency, we'll be 2-0. And if you get your way to draft, we'll be 3-0 before the season even starts.
Gotta add them all up,
So,
man.
he is pumped for the season. He said he can't wait. I said, because I was just telling him how much I am, as well as all the 49er fans right now. And he was like, man, I'm with you, brother. I am pumped. Just ready to go. So
Sounds like you and Robert were talking just like two bros, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was good. It was good. I actually saw Frank Gore, but didn't have a chance to talk to him. I would have loved to have a conversation with him.
And Frankie he'd have chatted you up too. He loves talking. So.
Yeah. But the combine, man, with these receivers, these running, and I got to get to Saquon Barkley, man. When I watched Saquon Barkley since early in the season, I was like, this guy is a beast. I'm sorry. It's almost like needing on that. I don't see how these teams, even Cleveland and the Giants picking 1 and 2. Zeke Elliott might be with an extra gear.
I knew it.
I don't know. It's crazy.
So would you trade up now? The Cleveland Browns. Here's the thing, Diggy. The Cleveland Browns are already baiting the hook. The Browns don't want Barkley. They might want him, but they need Rosen. They need Darnold.
Right.
They need somebody, but they don't need him first. So what Cleveland's doing is making, won't this dude tell us what you got?
Okay, so what if they get somebody in free agency? And I say somebody. I mean, obviously we're talking about. I mean, the biggest thing could do is
Kirk Cousins.
Land Kirk Cousins.
They're not getting Kirk Cousins. That's already been ruled out.
What if AJ McCarron end up there now?
What if who?
AJ. Remember they tried to
AJ
get him
McCarron.
from,
AJ McCarron, the one they fumbled up. Yeah.
Right.
That's a
But
possibility.
I think he finally got free. I think he finally got freed, and he's an option that they could get in free agency. So
If they get him,
that could.
that's it. It's over.
If they get him, they're not taking the quarterback early. Then, right?
No. If they get AJ, it's over. Saquon is a Cleveland Brown. Yeah.
And has there been any more rumors? You heard anything more about Isaiah Crowell? I mean, I know there's been some talk that we may even look at him. With Shanahan.
But Dickie, what do you make of that? I mean, why would we be looking at Crowell?
Well,
Other than the fact that he worked with Shanahan.
The big question for me is what truly happened with what's his name, the rookie from last year we took.
Joe's still there. Joe Williams is still. That's why I'm asking that question. Joe Williams is still.
Yeah. What happened? I mean, what truly happened with Joe Williams last year? It was a mysterious injury that all of a sudden he was out for the year.
Yeah, he's been in rehab.
Hide him, redshirt him for a year.
Yeah, he's been in rehab. There was nothing wrong with him. He's been in rehab to get himself mentally ready to hold on to that ball. This is the only thing wrong with Joe Williams. He's a great running back. He just can't hold the ball. And I think they figured that one out and they got him worked out. So it'll be him in camp. They'll draft another rookie. But Crowell is not getting. I don't want to. Carlos Hyde fans are really hoping he comes back. I do too, because I love his passion to come back and be a 49er.
Yeah.
But I don't see it being in the cards. So you bring Joe Williams back, you got Matt Breida, you draft another kid, now you got the budget line growing, and you probably haven't lost that much as far as talents go. So that's what I'm thinking. So
it's some good backs in this draft. So we could easily draft another back and actually end up with a pretty darn good one.
See?
And like you said, with Breida and Williams, I mean, I don't see it in the cards for Carlos either.
Yeah, see,
I like Carlos.
I do too. Everybody loves Carlos, but
last year I like him, but
it's a business. Dickie, we have to go. Dickie, we got thousands of every Sunday. Everybody's here, so Dickie, I must look for you tomorrow. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Dickie. And thanks for sharing about the combine. That was good.
Chark.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Dickie. All right, and we go to Dwayne. I wonder if he's.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Dwayne, can hear you clearly, man. What's up?
Man, the last time I called you, I played the Superman theme song because we just got Jimmy G. Anything been going on since then?
And you were right, too. That boy is crazy, Superman. And we ain't seen nothing yet. People don't understand we've seen nothing from him yet. Wait till he gets the plan down. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan just had the whole playbook. He just ripped off one page and said, here we go. We just rolling with this for the rest of the year. I'll give you the rest later.
And Jimmy G rolled with it. He ad-libbed. He plugged in the holes. In the middle of plays, that kid's mind is like a steel trap. He was out there improvising. Kyle was telling me, I didn't tell him to do that. The dude went off schedule, and I was like a fan, too. So, Jimmy G's amazing.
You knew he had something special. When he came in that Seattle game and threw a touchdown pass in 10 seconds, and we haven't thrown one in over 3 years.
To a wide receiver against that team.
Yeah, it was like, really? Really?
Whew, man.
But to go over this whole draft thing, man, my crush, man, is Saquon Barkley. Can you imagine us coming out on the field with Saquon, Goodwin, Kittle, Trent Hill, and Goffstone? The defensive coordinator is going to just throw the book up in there. Oh, my God, what do I do? Who do I check? Where do I put, the coverage to? You know what I mean? And the play action and the bootleg is just going to be nasty out for that.
And the protection, if anybody can protect Jimmy G as a running back, it is Saquon Barkley. I'd say, hey, man, at tight end, you don't worry about it. Saquon's got this, man. I want you to go out and run that pattern, and Jimmy's going to be looking for you. Oh, man. 29 reps.
And then in like the third or fourth quarter where the defense is just tired of trying to tackle that brick, and then you got Breida just dicing and cutting you, and you just tongue hanging out. I mean, you don't have to worry about the defense. Ain't no offense in the world can catch you with all that, man.
And check this out. Man, do you know that the Penn State offensive line is for poop? And that's what I checked that out yesterday because somebody says, man, Saquon didn't have no outstanding offensive line either. I said, what? Someone check out some footage. Yeah, they're average at best, aren't they? Saquon is hurting people trying to tackle him. He's got tree trunks for legs. It's no wonder, man. I mean, oh man, that dude's we ain't gonna get
Could
it.
you imagine him at the goal line just jumping over everybody, just landing in the end zone like he do?
41-inch vertical. Bing! And who gonna reach up there and grab all that? 233 pounds of pure rage coming through there. Oh, get out the way! Yeah.
But the thing that I figure we'll probably get somebody like a defensive end like Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Because you know what? I am sick and tired of opposing quarterbacks' jerseys being so clean at the end of the daggone game.
Yeah.
Telling we
you,
don't
man.
put them on the ground.
Sit. There is some monsters this year.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Newton at the first game of the season, remember he was coming off of surgery or whatever, we was like, well, we're going to get to him. He might not finish the whole game. And he laid down like the third quarter, and we was like, oh, he's injured. The camera panned on him. He was laughing at us.
I know, see.
He was laughing at us.
This is what I'm about. This is why when people get, we need this, we need that. We need a pass rush. You get me an edge rusher in there now. I'm sick of quarterbacks sit back there. What y'all gonna do? I'll wait. Okay, give me a name. Come on. Bink. I'm so tired of that.
I think Mikey Potter was out and Alex Boone was out or whatever. We had like a bunch of scrubs in there for the offensive line. We still couldn't get to the quarterback. I'm like, what?
It's depressing, man. It is depressing.
We can't go on like that. No more.
Cannot.
No more.
I gotta have an edge rusher this year. You know what? We're not gonna get Bradley Chubb, probably not. But I see a couple other guys, and there's ways you can actually put Tremaine Edmonds in a position. And if also you get Marcus Davenport with all that speed, I feel like there's a possibility this year we could finally have that pass rush. Yes.
Hey, another thing on the side, though. Did you hear about Arden Smith, the police looking for him? For domestic violence? Oh, my God. We have to protect Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster cannot go down this road, man. No way, no how. There's too much talent, man.
I agree.
We're going to have to protect him.
I so agree.
All for Arden Smith, man. I mean, from the alcoholism to the domestic bomb. And, it's just, oh, my goodness.
I have trouble feeling sorry for him, though. Here's a guy that could have been in a Hall of Fame defensive lineman, and he'd rather go have a drink. I'm done. Yeah, I'm so done with Alden Smith, I can't tell you. You know?
We put him in the rehab, and, you missed so many games being suspended and him in rehab, give so many chances, and went to the Raiders, but what can you do? The guy got to help himself.
He doesn't want it.
Foster has to help himself. You know what I mean?
He doesn't want it, man. I tell you what, Dwayne, let me see you tomorrow if you get some time, man, on Raw Radio. All right?
Yes, sir. Let me go on. Oh, that's somebody else's. Have a good night.
Oh, I'm telling you, Vader's going to be real mad about that, Dwayne.
All right, well, have a good one.
Yeah,
man.
you too, fam. All right, and let us go to the 1, the 2, the 3 kid, otherwise known as Cena.
You can't see me.
We can't hear you either.
You can't see me.
Tanner, I don't know why you didn't zoom in. We wanted to see you. What are you doing, man?
Nothing, man.
Well, as you know, Tyler, we've been watching the Combine. Have you been impressed so far with guys like Saquon Barkley, Marcus Davenport?
Yeah.
I know you like Shaquille Griffin. Everybody does. What's going on, man?
What was that other caller talking about? He said he met with Robert Saleh and he was talking about how excited he is, or was that John Lynch or what?
No, that was Robert Saleh was down there chatting with. Man, I wish I could have been there for that. That had to be fun.
He went to the Combine?
Yeah, I guess he's out in that area.
How did you just go to the Combine?
Well, he's out near Lucas Oil Stadium, so you just go on in. You know what? I don't know how you get in either. Now that you mention it, I should ask him. I thought you had to have a security clearance. Maybe not.
Yeah, because you can't just walk in because
you tried, didn't you?
There's scouts and stuff in the crowd. There's not a whole lot of people there.
Yeah.
Outside of the staff and the teams and everything, so
we don't
understand that.
We don't know who he is. He could be like somebody that we've known, but we didn't know that he was calling into the program. It's a good point, Tyler. That's a good point. How did he get in there? And I can't wait till he calls
Yeah.
back. But go ahead, Tanner. What do you got on for it? What's on your mind today?
Acting like he's part of the staff, snuck in.
That's something like you would have did, right?
Yeah.
All right, Tanner. What's on your mind? Because we only got a certain amount of time, and we got a bunch of people waiting. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was watching the Super Bowl. I don't know why. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I was watching the Super Bowl 47 repeat yesterday.
Yeah.
I was watching. Kaepernick played really well in that entire game. I don't think people give enough credit for that. Like, yeah, in the first half we didn't score a lot, but he was throwing dimes.
Yeah.
We just couldn't score.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
That defense was
happened
tough.
to us a lot in the recent memory. But I want to point something out. I don't know why I still talk about this, but he only had really one bad season, and that was 2015, and he didn't have a good offensive line. And you know, all the other seasons he played well. But in that game, he played very well. But there's one thing that got on my nerves. He was rolling out, and he had I don't know if it was Randy Moss or Vernon Davis or what. He just overthrew it in the end zone, and it was wide open. It was in the first quarter on the first drive even. If he gets that touchdown, maybe the game turns out a little different because it takes a whole different path.
Yeah, was anything in the combine that interests you at all?
The combine?
Yeah. Have you been watching it?
I was watching the quarterbacks. I mean, obviously we're not getting any of them. But
We don't need them.
my favorite quarterback is Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He's outstanding, and I said whenever I watched him out of all the other quarterbacks, I said he was my favorite.
Yeah.
I like Baker Mayfield too. I was watching him get his interview yesterday. They were asking him, he's like, how would you feel if you were drafted as the Cleveland Browns? He goes, I feel if anybody's going to turn that franchise around, it's me.
See, I like Baker. I heard that part. I like Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is an angry attitude. You guys think you're going to stop me type of guy. I like him a lot, actually. I did from the beginning of the season.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to be the greatest to ever play the game.
I love him. I like that attitude.
Well, he said that yesterday.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tremaine Edmonds, I heard 5 mock drafts have us picking him. I don't know how much truth there is to that. They obviously haven't told anybody. But, you know, I'd like to have him. I'd be okay taking him, Minka Fitzpatrick, or what's his name? Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Any of those guys I'd be fine with.
All right.
But, you know, because Barkley, you put him in the backfield, you know, he's going to be, I think he'll be better than Devontae Freeman. And that play action, that offense is insane. So,
Oh, God. It's a
crazy.
pipe dream, but you know what?
Play action
Don't
will
count it
always
out.
work.
Yeah. Woo, man. God, he's going to own the league. He is that once-in-a-generation running back. All right, Tyler, tell you what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to say goodbye to you now. We'll look for you tomorrow. Since you said, as you said, you'll be checking in every night now that you got your phone, all right?
Yep.
All right, bro. Have a good night, Tyler.
You too, man.
Yeah, thanks. And hey, Lee.
Yo, Ronbo.
Yeah, Lee. What's up, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, hear you loud and clear.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's good, bro. Just been chilling out watching the combine and that.
Yeah, it's
Some good
fun,
stuff
isn't it?
coming through the combine, eh?
Yeah. Glad you. That's right. You can see that. Yeah. Tell you what. Has anything amazed you other than Saquon Barkley and? Yeah. Hey, listen. By the
Yeah,
way.
he was real good.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
even today in the 40, Shaquan Griffin, is it?
Shaquem Griffin. Yeah, in the 40. Yeah.
Shaquem.
Yeah.
He killed it today. Was like the fastest ever linebacker, was it?
He's one of the fastest. Period.
On the 40.
4.38. My God.
Yeah, he really impressed me. He's only got one arm. He did like, 20 in the bench press too?
Yes.
He's in the top.
He is so
Yeah,
determined.
he killed it.
Yeah. You gotta love this guy. Even NFL players are tweeting him and saying, "Oh man, everybody's tweeting him." This dude, man.
Yeah, she's there too.
Wow.
I like him. I like how you bring up Davenport, because he stood out to me, like with his size and speed. He looks like the second best edge rusher to me. The ones coming through the draft, because I really like Chubb and Barkley, but I don't think they're going to be there. They're like top 5 probably.
Yeah, they're definitely top 5.
Yeah, Davenport was good.
Yeah, which is encouraging, because the word was, after Bradley Chubb, the talent level falls off like a falling off of a table. I said, what? We need an edge rusher, and there's nothing after Bradley? So I've been very disappointed in that. So, we're going to see. But I like what you can do with Tremaine Edmonds. You can use him in any number of ways. You want to put him on the edge on occasion? I think you'd be able to do that and be effective. We'll see. Well, we got to get him, though.
Yeah, no, he's been my favorite, leading up to this draft the whole time. But I think a lot of people were saying too that Roquan was fast, but he nearly put up the same numbers as him in the 40s. So he hit a good combine as well.
Until he came up hurt.
Imagine if we could get him and Davenport, if we could trade back like we did with Foster last year, because we got those 2/3 in a second.
That would be 2 years in a row that John Lynch made a complete fool out of the entire system. I would love it. He'll try.
Yeah, because if we get Davenport and if we got Tremaine, I think that'd fix our pass rushing needs straight away. I think we'll be getting a lot of sacks next year.
Oh, God.
And then we could still use our other picks to pick up a running back or even a young corner. There were so many guys that impressed at the combine this year. It's just exciting coming up for this draft.
Mm-hmm. If they get Tremaine Edmonds like it's being rumored. I mean, if they get the guy from L.A., if they get Tremaine Johnson like it's being rumored, then you can relax and get the young cornerback in the second or third round. So, or third round.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That would be.
Because I don't really like Tremaine no way, Ronbo. I'd rather go for Fuller or Rashawn Melvin or even Talib.
Same.
Imagine Talib when we play Oakland.
Love to get Talib for 1 year. Like you say, you get Talib now.
Yeah.
You go ahead and draft the kid that's going to take his place and just have at least a year or two of just slap-face cornerback coverage. There'd be a lot of fights and drama. Go ahead. Lee?
Hello? Oh,
yeah, there you are. Yeah,
when I studied Tremaine, you were saying he had an injury last year, but if you look at even the year before, he didn't put up good numbers, and it was because Janoris Jenkins went to the Giants, I think, and he had to play first.
Oh.
Number one in the depth chart.
Oh, that's
that's why you watch him when he comes up against the best receivers. He's always getting burnt too.
Wow.
I don't think he's with Killer. He's the guy to come in and be their number one for us. Even though he fits the scheme, if you look at both of the last two seasons, he's put up real bad numbers, 68th ranked. I don't really want to pay him big money, eh, Johnson?
Lee, you just hit upon something with that. That's true. Tremaine was never the guy. He was next to Janoris.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That was
Red flag.
Janoris was still there.
Yeah. You're right. I don't know what we're going to do. We got to get to...
He's never really been a standout number one, eh? Where guys like Fuller, he had a real good year last year. He's proven it. And so is Talib. He's been one of the better corners since he's been in the league. I just think we're better to go with one of them if we can.
We got to get Fuller. I agree with you. You got to get Fuller. Fuller and oh man, that's scary. I forgot about that deal. Janoris was on the other side.
Imagine that. Fuller, Tremaine, and Davenport.
It would be too much.
Teams would be scared of our defense more than our offense, nearly.
Lee, we got to stop, Lee. But listen, get on back here tomorrow. I'm going to look into this a little further. I want to look at some comparative stats and get back to you tomorrow about the production from Tremaine with Janoris and the production without. And those figures are going to be telling. I'm sure the 49ers have already crunched those numbers. They may be throwing smoke out there. They're probably not going for Tremaine. All right, let's talk about this tomorrow, okay?
Thanks, Ronbo. Shout out to you and all the Empire.
Thanks,
and also 19. I heard him the other day. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ronbo.
All right, bro. Have a good day. Yeah, Tremaine had Janoris, didn't he? Okay, let's go to... Hey, Psycho Sid!
Ronbo!
Yo!
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, man, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here, your mouth is watering as you're watching this combine because I'm hoping there's more availability to some superstars than what they'd have you believe, right? So I'm starting to feel a little better now, and I can't wait to see the cornerbacks tomorrow. But so far, we know Tremaine Edmonds, if he's coming to San Francisco, we got a monster coming. I'm liking that part. Yeah. And Davenport, if we can't get Bradley Chubb, maybe we can get him. That'll work.
Yeah, the thing about Davenport is the guy said maybe he'll follow the second he's not falling to the second.
And if he does,
He's,
not very
I
far.
don't know if you know Matt Miller. He's a Bleacher Report draft expert, and he's a reporter for Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
He's also a 49er fan, Ronbo.
Yeah.
But someone asked, they said, "Oh, do you think he'll fall to the second round?" He said he's a top 15 pick guaranteed.
Oh,
So,
God. It's a top
Yeah.
15.
yeah. So if we want Davenport, we're gonna have to use our pick.
What are you going to do between him and Davenport? Are you going to take Davenport over Tremaine, though? See?
It depends because Tremaine Edmonds can fill he can fill multiple roles. Him and put him at the edge and then also a linebacker.
Yeah.
But then Davenport has upside of almost the best upside out of anybody in this draft in my opinion.
As far as
He
the
is
edge.
just a freak. And I forgot what report, someone said this earlier today. They said Davenport's either going to get the coach who drafted him fired or he's going to be a Pro Bowler. So, it's up to you.
No in-between areas, right? I mean, not just satisfied or a good player or whatever. He's going to come in, and like you say, if it's a wrong pick. See, that's why he's not a safe pick. If you got to go between him and Edmonds, you got to go Edmonds, just for that reason alone.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I wish we get Barkley, but we're going to have to trade up. We're going to have to give up a lot of capital.
Hey, listen, but do you have a problem with that? You know what? If I could leave that draft with nothing but Edmonds and Barkley, but it's going to be tough to get both. If I could get Edmonds and Barkley, I'm saying, you know what? I'm not coming back for day 2, 3, or 4. You guys have a good time. I'll see you during the course of the season, okay?
Hey, I mean, look at the Patriots. The Patriots almost what? The thing is, last year we traded away almost only had 3, 4 picks because they traded most of their stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, and it works. I mean, why not? Because we already had last year's draft was so beneficial because we have so many young players on the roster.
Yeah.
And
we
there's not many holes to fill.
Right,
And
we built a core.
Maybe they could say, hey, let's trade up and trade a bunch of capital for Barkley.
Absolutely. I have no problem with that because you're not going to get another Saquon. I've looked at next year's draft. There's no running back to equal Saquon Barkley. There's no guy out there warming up at 350 in the squat. There's no guy out there doing 25 and 30.
No one's close to Barkley, but Bryce Love is in the draft next year. And I think Bryce Love will probably be the top running back, and he's pretty good. But that's way down the road.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you, what's your opinion on EQ St. Brown?
Oh, I was talking about him before. Somebody told me about him weeks and weeks and weeks ago, right? So I went and checked him out, and first it took me like a month to be able to say Equiminius, and then I saw him run a few plays. I only worry about E because he's going to get hurt, but I love the way that boy will do anything to make that catch.
His running is unbelievable.
Yes!
I knew about him early in the season because his dad, John Brown, is Mr. Universe, and he actually calls in to a local radio station here down in Austin.
All right.
And he talks about his kids all the time. And he talks about just how hard he works.
He does.
How he's so intelligent. And just his route running is just unbelievable, man.
And if they put that ball up 15 feet in the air, he's going to go get it. And he doesn't care who's defending him. He went up and had 2 guys underneath him. I thought, whoa. I thought he was going to be hurt. He got up, shook it off, went back and said, oh, Jesus. He had no fear. What's fearless? Fearless! God! I was a fan ever since then. So, yeah. Yes, he's going to be amazing. I'd take him. He's one I'd take. Him and DJ Chark and also, what's his name from New Mexico State, Jaleel Scott. Those are my 3 big guys because I don't like big guys. I've already made it clear. Shanahan's already made me realize small ball is the way. Quick, fast, knows how to run razor-sharp routes. Jimmy G can work with those kind of guys. I'm with that. But if you give me a big guy that's crazy or a big guy that's fast like DJ, I'll think about it.
Yeah. 2 quick things I want to touch on. One, the one now reason why I really kind of want Tillman Johnson is because we get to beat the Raiders another time in the span of a month.
Yeah.
As they said, it's down to us and the Raiders. I'm like, man, wouldn't it be nice to take their top priority in free agency, just snag them away from them?
No matter who we take, it's going to bother them.
And the second thing is, I can almost guarantee. I don't know if you saw who Atlanta released yesterday, but they released their tight end, Levine Toilolo. I can almost guarantee we're going to sign that man. Almost guarantee.
There's a lot of people that don't think he's all that. I just remember him year before last making some miraculous catches. Hooper's supposed to be the guy over there. That's why they kept Hooper. But you're right. I think Toilolo is on his way to San Francisco too. So,
I'm in that Selleck role,
Yeah, well, Selleck probably's not
push
going
down.
anywhere, but he'll compete against probably Cole Hickatina. Well, we'll see. It's speculation, but we'll see. We got to go now, though. Okay, well, let me see you tomorrow night, all right?
Yeah, for sure. Let me just say it one last time. Every call. Holden Hill. Remember
Holden
that
Hill.
name, Holden Hill.
Oh, remember? Oh, I like that. Also, the other guy's name that starts with a B that ran the fastest 40, faster than some of our running backs. Notice I keep using that for an example. What's that other kid's name? I said, oh, look at the speed.
USC?
No, that's I forget what school he went. I'll come up with it later. There's two tight ends. You got Holton first, and a kid right behind him as far as the 40 times. And he's got this leaping ability. This dude was coming down the field. I've never seen a tight end try to hurdle a defender. He went up in the air and said, oh, that's a tight end. Did somebody not tell him he's a tight end? Tight ends don't do that. His name starts with B-I-E, I think Bischetti or something like that. Anyway, I get him later because I've got him on the app.
I was talking about Holden Hill, the corner from Texas.
Holton Hill. Oh, I'm talking about Hurst.
Corner.
Oh, you're talking about a cornerback. Yeah, we got two guys. All right.
You're going to see him tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got him in the app too, actually, Holton Hill. All right, bro. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, I get my Holtons mixed up. 510, you're in Hayward, California. Hello. Hayward. And somebody I used to talk to Hayward all the time. I was the same person. Hello, Hayward. Hayward, California. Just outside of Berkeley. I used to drive down that road all the time. I was going to Cal State Hayward. Drive through Berkeley. That nice winding road, that mountain roads come down into, what's in that street? But you got to go through Hayward. And, yeah. Hey, Hayward, are you there, Hayward? Where you at? All right, we'll come back, Hayward. Who we got next? Hey, Jock! It's Jock! What's up, Jock?
What's up, Ronbo?
Yeah, I thought I was having sound problems. Jock, are you watching the combine?
Man, Ronbo, I just get off work right now, man. Tell me what's going on, man.
Well, Saquon Barkley held a clinic yesterday. You probably already know about that. Shaquem Griffin is the name of the day. Handicap and all, Shaquem is out there holding a clinic on how you do the combine.
Oh, you're talking about Shaquem Griffin?
Oh, man, that boy.
He's a beast.
I'm so impressed.
He's a beast.
Man. I mean, he's just 4'3", 4'3". We got guys half his size that cannot move like that. So,
Hey, Ronbo, if we pick them up, man, I think Ruben is in trouble. If we got him, I think Ruben is out of there.
That kid, he works hard. He would try to impress on every play, and he's got the ability to do so. Tremaine Edmonds is already going to give Ruben a lot of problems. Ruben's going to have to come back to work. That's all there is to it. Because if Tremaine starts the first 6 or 7 games, Ruben will find himself coming off the bench. Ruben, look what you did, man! Go, man!
Hey, Ronbo, they telling me that we might be going after Terrell Pryor. Is that right?
I've not heard about that one yet. So, there's been people that wanted that to happen, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Maybe. Terrell Pryor's got great speed. He's not a slow big man. I think that's what Shanahan has a problem with. Slow big guys who are supposed to use size to their advantage. That doesn't work in the NFL. There's plenty of guys that can neutralize size. I mean, but if you're fast and you can get separation, now we can talk. So yeah. So it could be. He's quick. He's fast.
Pryor. He is. But like I say, I think John Lynch is going to work the defense, and that's it. I think that's it. This year, we're going to go defense all the way.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you know what? It's not a worrisome thing. They could pick up 1 or 2 pieces on offense. I mean, Jacques, we can score 30 points in a blink of an eye, especially after they know the offense better. If they did what they did last year without knowing the whole offense and just the magic of Jimmy G, what are you going to do with Jimmy G when you give him all his tools? And you got to say, these guys are in their second year. Some of those rookies are going to look a lot better than they look this year. Trent Taylor, I'm looking for him to go to the Pro Bowl. I mean, George
I'll tell you
Kittle.
what, man, we need somebody in case if we meet the New England Patriots that could bum rush Brady. You know, we can't give Brady no time.
This is what I'm talking about.
We got to bum rush him.
You're damn right. I'm telling you right now, that has got to be priority one. You got to get a cornerback too, but you got to get somebody to get the rush on.
Yeah.
Man. So we'll see. I don't know. You might be right. That's going to make a lot of people mad if we go all defense because everybody's convinced that we don't have an offense. We scored 44 points and they took 7 away from us against the best defense in the league. We need some offense. What do you need with offense? Your defense needs us. We don't want to get into shootouts. Do we got to score 60 points every game to win? Now you're putting pressure on the offense for sure. So, yeah, I agree. I have no problem going defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with
Well,
that.
Ronald, I'll see you on Tuesday.
I'll be looking for you too, Jack. All right.
All right, man. Take it easy, Ronald.
You too. All right, listen. Yeah, okay. Oh, bring in that Richie Rich.
Bro, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Richie, man, I'm just sitting here digesting this combine, man. It's so exciting because you can see the season fully started now. We're going to find out about the free agent this time next week. We'll be jumping up and down because they're going to be telling a bunch of lies. 49ers going to take this dude. 49ers going to pick up this dude. We're going to say, but y'all, can you serious? And the next day we find out it was all lies and they pick up. Richie, I'm looking for a real surprise. I can't imagine what it is, though.
I'm with you, Rob. We know the draft is like that. But before I get into the combine, the draft, and free agency, can we please, people, stop talking about bringing back ex-players all the time? I mean, I want to move forward, man. Listen, I love Frank Gore. I love him.
Don't forget about Michael Crabtree.
Forget about him. I don't even want him.
Yeah, well, Jack brought him back.
Talking about.
Yeah.
I don't even want him back. And then he got, not a lot of people, a few people that's always talking about the Bowman thing. No, that's done and over with.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Can we just move forward? This is a new regime. This is a new team. That's it. Plain and simple.
True. I think the 49ers front office probably think the same way.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Frank Gore is always going to be a Niner for life. We all know that.
Yeah.
But I want some fresh young blood. I want some fresh young blood. Somebody can hit that hole and take it a distance. Take it the distance. That's what I want.
You see anybody you like?
There's a few guys in the draft. You know, Geis. You got Rashard Penny. You got who else out there and stuff. There's a few more guys out there and stuff. Royce, of course, Royce Freeman. My man from Auburn.
Sony Mike. Sony Michel.
In the draft as far as running backs, it's real deep. So it's just there to get somebody probably in that third round.
4 rounds.
So, but get into this free agency. I know a lot of people talking about Tremaine Johnson. And listen, is he a lockdown guy? No. But believe me, he can be, as a number 2 guy, he can do that job solid, if you ask me. I believe we're having the young Keller Witherspoon on one side and him, and he's the prototypical size in that defense that I think Salah and I think Dave Johnson would want.
As long as he can be physical. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I think he's more, they probably looking at him more than anybody in the free agency, because I think they want to go veteran this time. And you know what I'm saying, instead of drafting one. But getting to the draft in this combine, Ronbo, there's at least 4 guys I can see. 2 pass rushers and 2 linebackers that I can see. But there's 2 of them that I'm in love with. You got Harold Landry. He could be one they might look at as one of the ends.
And he wants to join us. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to be one I'm sure they probably look at. I don't know if they'll take him. You got Roquan Smith is definitely going to get a look. You know what I'm saying? But the 2, we've been up in these 2, but one mainly is Tremaine Edmonds and Marcus Davenport, Ronbo.
Yeah. I want both of them.
And I wish we could get both done, brother. I'm not even going to go to Chubb and Barkley. They out of the picture, Ronbo. Let's be real.
I know. You ain't trading up for that.
I'm not even going to waste my breath on them. But getting to the Davenport and what's his name, the Evans one, is that I want that pass rusher like you, Ronbo. And you know who they compared him to, Ronbo?
Who?
On Combine, your boy that you wanted that just got franchised.
Oh, Robert. No, Ziggy.
No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They compared him to him, the numbers and everything, and they gave him the comparison to Ziggy Ansah. So if he can give me Ziggy Ansah without the injuries, though.
Yes.
Because he's 19, Ronbo. He has an upside to him.
Yeah.
And this boy, I've seen some tape on him. And this boy, he played for a little school, college school. And this boy got speed, power. He has it all, Ronbo.
Tell you, I gotta have it. You gotta stop with these gentle rushes coming from the edge. Gotta stop that. Stop it.
Ronbo, I'm with you, brother.
Yeah.
That's the position I need. You know what I mean? Because the corner, I think, gonna get taken care of. That'll get brother Raymond his corner right there in free agency. So I think that. So I think they go free agency and with the corner and draft. I think it's gonna either be the linebacker or the pass rusher. And then if you tell me Edmonds can rush the passer consistently, then give me him. I'll take him because then he can do both.
And when that tight end thinks he's going to blitz downfield, Edmonds will be right on his shoes. I mean, that dude can jam.
Ronbo, he's a beast.
Put him
He's a beast, Ronbo. You had to see this boy up there, man. The size, everything. I mean, he's a beast, Ronbo. And then on top of it, you talking about having, let's say you draft him. You got him out there. Imagine when Ruben come back, he can get his shit together, hopefully. And then Malcolm Smith, Ronbo, do you see, just pitch down in your head, Ronbo?
I'm putting it in there, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna put Tremaine over there on the Sam, and now I got Sam. I'm like, oh God, that's a trio of linebackers that would have to be ranked at the top of the league.
Yes, sir. And then if you could get like a Tremaine, let's say you pick up Tremaine, then you still want that edge rusher. How about if he's still sitting there, that Hercules?
Oh yeah, everybody likes him, and I want to see more of him too. You know?
Yeah, he's a beast, Ronbo. He's from Washington State, man. The boy is a beast, man. You know, you can add him. So, like I said, man, we got to do some maneuvering. I think they're going to sign a few guys in free agency. I think the corner, and then I think they're going to maybe, of course, the line. I think they're going to take, I think they got to go get a guard. Andrew, I don't know if they want to pay two guys that kind of money. Maybe they might just say, you know what, let's give Tremaine this money and pay Noel, and that's it. That's where we're going heavy on the money with.
And that would make sense. Just get those two and let it alone. Everybody else is fine. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, well, what you do is you just bargain hunt, or you just pay maybe $4 million here, $5 million there. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah. And that makes sense because
we still haven't heard anything about some of our guys yet, like the Tanks, and so we don't even know if they've even really looking serious at the signing. I would guess they'll probably sign a few more of our guys.
No, yeah, some of them can. Salah likes a lot of those guys, and in spite of the hatred that Tank Carradine's getting, I would bet money that he's coming back. Salah loves Tank Carradine.
Yeah, listen, man, I told you, and I know Trez one of the ones that's always jumping on Tank, and I get it, man. But I think Tank was playing out his position in the 3-4 and 4. He played a lot better before he got hurt. In that, I told you, 4-3 fits him. Certain guys can't play in every scheme, Ronbo. You know that.
I'm saying, and Tank. You know, Solomon Thomas was having a split time with him because when the beginning of the season, Tank was holding down that edge. There was no running going around his side. See, so I say,
I wouldn't want to give up on him just because of depth. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to build this line like it's Fort Knox. The offensive line and defensive line. I want the line. I want the defensive line being like this number of pit bulls, Rottweilers out there. And I want the offensive line being like Fort Knox.
There you go. And certain players, certain role players you got to have. They do it. All right. Hey, Richie, see you tomorrow, man. Good stuff.
All right, I'll let you, brother.
All right, fam.
All right, you take it easy.
Yeah. And let's go ahead and let's go back to Hayward, California. Hayward.
Good, Ronbo.
Who is this?
Your boy RJ. Anyways, let's talk to the Niners, bro.
Yeah, RJ, well, come on in, man. Yeah, what's on your mind?
Bro, I think if we pick up, what's his name, Andrew Norrell, the guard from the Panthers, we should give Carlos one more chance.
Yeah.
Come on now.
He may get
Andrew
one,
Norrell,
too. Yeah.
Only if we get Andrew Norrell, keep Carlos Hyde. If not, then we gotta find a new option because Carlos, he's already, 30 years old? He's like, I don't know, he had 2 bad years.
No, I think Carter's only 27 though. 27, 28. He's somewhere in there. He's not 30 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you see what Allen Robinson tweeted recently?
No, what's Allen Robinson? I haven't seen. What is he talking about?
He like tweeted some quote or something. Let me see real quick. But it's kind of weird. Maybe some drama's going down over there. But because I heard they're gonna keep what's his name? The Jaguars are gonna keep Marcus Lee instead of Allen Robinson. But
doesn't that make sense though? Marcus Lee came in and did a great job, and he stayed on the field all year. Allen can't run 5 plays without getting hurt.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, I don't think we need like a wide receiver because we have a lot of good wide receivers in the rookies we drafted recently.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, Trent Taylor, man, I like that guy. He's really good. Trent Taylor's a beast, bro.
Yeah.
The slot, him and Jimmy G, plus Kendrick Bourne. But Kendrick Bourne is going to be a stud next year. Watch.
Mm-hmm. It should be the last on the list. I mean, yeah. It's not on top of the list. Go ahead. No, I said wide receiver should be number 5 or 6 on the list.
Bro, Tremaine Edmonds, he could be a good insurance for Reuben Foster because Reuben Foster has been messing up lately. He probably out for like 2 to 4 games or something. I'm not sure.
You gotta wait.
Tremaine Edmonds is a good insurance, bro.
Tremaine Edmonds is a good player. Period. You just get Tremaine Edmonds no matter, because Tremaine can go play. He can go play your Sam. You can put him over on the edge. If somebody gets hurt, you can play him anywhere on the inside linebacker, anywhere in there. He's just that guy you need. Everybody needs.
He's too talented to pass up, honestly.
Yeah, no.
Who do you like better, him or Raquan Smith?
Him or who?
Raquan Smith.
You faded out. I heard something. Him or
Raquan Smith, linebacker.
Oh, Sequon. Roquan?
Yeah, Raquan Smith.
Oh, Roquan. Yeah. No, I take Tremaine over Roquan. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has more height advantage as well. So
Tremaine's just a bigger athlete. Smaller. Yeah. I mean, he's just a more superior athlete. Roquan's good, though. Roquan is nobody's second. He ain't bad. I'd take him if I'd have no choice between the two. So, yeah.
Yeah, but we could also trade down, too, to get more depth because this draft class is really, really stacked. We could get a good linebacker in the second round, honestly, too.
I know. I've seen something. Rashawn is still down there, too. The guy from Bama. So, there's a lot of things to think about as far as the draft goes. You just got to make sure you get the right one because there's a lot of guys that look great in the panty derby, but when they get on the field and pads and everything, it's another story. We had a few of those last year, so, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, we just need to work on that defense. But, yeah, I'm going to let you go, Ronbo. Good talk.
Hey, say KJ.
The Raiders, that's all we need to do.
Well, gay, I know, just stop the Raiders. All right, RJ. Have a great night, man. Oh, yeah, the Raiders. Gruden was all mad when he lost the toss. Gruden's going to be funny when we play the Raiders because he's not going to believe that we can beat them. So, yeah, it's going to be funny. Niner up. Bah!
What up, Ronbo?
Yo. City man, you been checking out the combine? Are you intrigued? Are you amazed?
I got combine, and I for sure got some Tremaine Johnson news. I remember commenting, telling a lot of faithful that they don't know about.
All right, please indulge us.
All right, as you know, I'm a local kid, Stockton, California. Tremaine Johnson, Stockton boy as well with Doug Martin. And so Tremaine Johnson's grandfather wants him to be a 49er. And how do I know? Is because a lot of my friends and I as well, we played against, they did. They played against Tremaine Johnson, or they're with they're his teammate. So they had his phone number, and they called his grandpa. And I didn't believe it. I'm like, they're probably just messing around. And they called him up, and he was saying that, he's been doing heavy thinking. He doesn't know, but it sounds like most likely, unless another team randomly comes up and pays him more, that the 49ers is going to be the team he's going to pursue.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Grandpa wants him to be a 49er, so why not? I mean, better than Deontay Johnson, as we were just saying.
I mean, we got to stop working Deontay Johnson. I'm starting to feel sorry for him. We use it for every time we have a bad example. The first thing we do is think about Deontay Johnson. It may not be right.
Yeah, it's true. And you know, it's true though. I mean, I know. I mean, we do give the man some bad times, but you know what? I mean, we're just trying to move forward. I'm just tired of freaking the losing record.
Yeah.
Let's go with the positives.
I think we got a winning record coming next year.
That's one, and for sure, I have a feeling with this draft, we are going to go after a pass rusher, or we're going to go after a linebacker. I mean, if you see, I'm tired of Russell Wilson freaking dancing around, them doing commercials, him and roller skates against the Niners. Like, aren't you tired of just seeing that dude run around?
Oh, God. So tired. I mean, and Rusty's getting up there in age next year now. If Rusty is still able to get away, we got guys now. If you get Tremaine Johnson and Rusty's running around there, Tremaine can run as fast as Russ can. Clockwise, that's it is. Rusty's good at avoiding being hit. He'll duck just in time when somebody's about to kill him. What you want to do with Russ, don't try to kill him because he'll wait and time his leaping out the way. You got to get him like the master. Nobody could take Rusty down like Aaron Lynch. I don't know what his formula was, but Russ could not avoid Aaron Lynch. Dang. Yeah. So, got to watch footage.
Well, it's going to be interesting, but we just need to get to that quarterback. That's a big priority. I feel like 2013 year, Justin Smith and Alvin, those are the days. So Buaga, those were the days right there.
Yes, they were. Quarterbacks never got a rest. They probably woke up in the middle of the night screaming, "Oh, God, it's Chuck! I'm alone. It's Justin Smith and Alvin coming to the Smith brothers. Oh! I want that terror out there again as it used to be. This is what makes your secondary good, even if they're not good,
Yeah, exactly. And one more thing I wanted to point out, and actually I was watching them. I know this is probably the last, position we should worry about, D-line, but I was looking at a guy named Nathan Shepard. Did you see the guy, how built he was? Like, he's NFL ready, they were saying. Like, just they have to even, O-linemen have to leave a double team that dude because that guy is just built like a freaking, he looks ready.
Yeah.
I mean, he just needs one more year, obviously, to produce. But, I mean, if you look at his film, I mean, it's a small school, but that guy can play.
Yeah. You can't disrespect small schools anymore. There's been too many great players that came out of there. I mean, you look at Carson Wentz last year. There's a few more guys that have been down through the line. Small school just means he just ended up at that school, but doesn't mean anything he can't play. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And what else?
But yeah. Well, let's see. The running back position, like I was saying, I think the previous time, it's going to be tough. Like, Carlos Hyde, I don't think he's going to come back, personally. I don't really think we're going to get Dion Lewis. I don't know. I just feel like we need a bigger back. We got, obviously, Breda. We got Joe Williams, maybe, but I just don't know yet because of the holding the ball situation.
Yeah.
I don't know about that yet.
We're all waiting for that.
It's going to be tough. I mean, it looks like we're going to go after Norwell, though. I have a feeling we're going to get Norwell. We're going to protect Jimmy G. I mean, we only spent so much money on Jimmy G, and he deserves it, but we got to protect that guy. Make sure he's extra protected because that guy,
you pay that kind of money.
Giving him more time.
You know what? Niner up. You brought up something that makes me think. We're sitting there wanting that defensive monster. Watch Quentin Nelson fall to number 9, and the 49ers have selected Quentin Nelson, and everybody says, "Oh." And you know what? You can't get mad because Quentin Nelson's going to be an absolute animal. Jimmy G's going to be better protected. But I still wanted Tremaine Edmonds. It's going to be a rough night. I can tell right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's going to be hard. But I have a feeling John Lynch is going to do something like last year, maybe
trade back
a couple of Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to happen again. Lynch, I mean, we only known him for a year. I'm hoping he does that. That way we can get some two solid guys.
There you go. Here's Niner up. Here's your combo. Quentin Nelson and Marcus Davenport.
Oh.
Forget the rest of the draft. We're going home now.
Oh, yeah, it's over. That's it.
Send
the boys home to Santa Clara.
Yeah. Tell you what, Niner up. I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, for sure, brother. Thank you.
Right, man. That's the thing. You gotta come out of that first round because John Lynch seems to know how to manipulate that stuff. If we comes out with Nelson and Davenport, even Nelson and Landry, game over. Draft has been. We did it. That's it. And you can find in the third or fourth round, you might be able to find that kid for the corner. And they got to do. But we got all this has to wait until next week after the free agency to see what happens because they're going to address the corner and they're going to go after Norwell. If they get to Norwell, then forget about Quentin Nelson. If they get Tremaine Johnson, then this is done. There's no more edge rusher out there. So Tremaine and Davenport, they are on the front burners. And you know that's true because you can get a running back anytime. Right? Hey, a Nighthawk. It's too early for Nighthawk to be asleep. So what could he be? Oh, Nighthawk. Nighthawk, my man, come to the phone. Dear, 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 dear Nighthawk. Nighthawk is a superhero. And he could be, the bad guys could have him, they actually could have the jump on him, but you're only going to have the jump on him for a few minutes. He'll get out of it, but we may have to come back to Nighthawk. Okay. Oh, no! Are you kidding me? Yamin! Brian!
My aunt, she good?
Yeah, she will holler at you.
All right, I'm about to walk upstairs.
Yeah, but not having no weed smoking or nothing. That means want to stand on the land there. Why you never by hours? Well, I'm gonna call.
I know we should be listening in on people's conversations, but I always find it amusing. Maybe we should come back to Brian. It seems like it's kind of serious.
That's Brian! Oh, what's up, Unc? What's up, Unc? What's going on? How you feel? The who?
I've never heard him talk like this.
In the Boulevard?
Yeah.
He's actually talking normal.
You mean Broad and Gerard? Broad and Gerard?
He never says Yamin when he's talking to his folks. We should come back.
I am. So that means that you got to catch the 10, the L. Yeah. Then you got to catch the motherfucking L, the Prison Pratt. Right. Then you got to catch the corner.
Right, let's go. What we got next? We'll be back to Brian Lee. I'm going to ask him about the N and the L. Sounds like he's talking about something. Hey, Brian! Nighthawk!
What's up, Rambo?
Nighthawk, I was trying to conjure you back up. I told him the bad guys probably had the drop on you for a minute, but I knew you'd get out of it. Nighthawk, what's up, man?
What's going on?
We're talking about the Combine tonight. We've seen some crazy things. Did you watch the Combine by any chance?
No, what's going on it?
Well, we found out, the guy that lost his hand when he was 4 years old? That's Shaquem Griffin. He ran a 4.38 40-yard dash today.
That's fast.
That's crazy, man. We have some people on our team in the skill positions that can't outrun him. He'd run right by him.
And you know what? I'm happy about the coin toss.
Yeah, well, we're still celebrating that too. One win after another, Nighthawk. We got through the season with 5 in a row. We got Jimmy G, we got Kyle Shanahan, and we got John Lynch. As you say, we just got through beating the Raiders out of the coin toss. That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, but John Gruden was mad. I could tell by his face.
Yeah, well, he needs to be mad. That's all right. And Nighthawk, next week you've got and this time next week, Nighthawk, we will be picking up soon to be seen a free agent, and that could be Andrew Norwell.
Yeah, he's good too. He's good.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Nothing but good things happen to the 49ers these days. And then in the draft,
since we have Jimmy, everything been good luck.
I know, he's like a rabbit foot, a tall rabbit foot. What else, Nighthawk?
Yeah, but like I said, I'm looking forward to the draft and whoever. I'm looking because I'm just happy with Shanahan doing. So I think we're going to the Super Bowl.
We should be. We should be, and we could be surprised at when we show up at the Super Bowl. I said, I don't care what anybody says. Next year is not promised to everybody but us, okay? We're in that mix. So I'm looking forward to this. We'll see.
That's what I have to say, but I'm going to say this. Go on, Niners.
Yeah. That says it all, Night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Let's go check back with Brian Lee. Brian!
Oh, Rambo. What's going with you? Rambo, where you at?
I'm sitting here watching, waiting on you, man.
Listen, Ronald, I ain't called for the, for a minute because I've been working.
Yeah.
Salute to my sisters, the Niners Empire.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah. Heard.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a big. I don't think. Well, all right, boom. Rambo, I'm gonna say this. All right, if we make the playoffs, we got a chance to win the Super Bowl, right?
Sure.
All right, boom. But I would rather give Jimmy G 2 years, either 2 to 3 years.
You think
but
that long?
Huh?
That long? 3 years?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Cause look, Ronbo. All right. If we do, go to the Super Bowl and win that joint, it ain't no guarantee that we can win it. The next 2 years.
Well, that's not promised. That's never a promise. It's hard to repeat.
So like Ronbo.
Yeah.
This is your youngest.
Yeah.
We're gonna play Oakland. In 2020, I've been saying this for what?
About 2-3 weeks.
You right. Ronbo, we're going to play Oakland. We're going to play John Gruden. And we're going to win the Super Bowl.
And hurt him. That's it. Send him right back up into the booth. Yep. I like that. Yeah. He'll be calling games in 2021 again.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't calling in a minute. I've been working, Ronbo.
I
know.
What I'm saying? Yeah. Money's important.
All right. You do the defense, I'm going to do the offense.
All right. I'm telling you right now,
all right.
If we have a great defense, we could be in the playoffs this year, no doubt about it.
Right.
Because they can't stop us on offense.
If we get a defense coordinator that can help out Reuben Foster, you see what I'm saying? That'll help out. You see what I'm saying? I would sign Julius Peppers and Michael Bennett. You see what I'm saying?
But Brian, I don't know. There's some guys that are a little bit faster, a little bit younger, last a little bit longer. I mean, if you go into the Super Bowl in 2020, Michael Bennett and company will be a little bit. I mean, I like them choices, but those guys might be a little tired by 2020.
Ronbo, listen to me.
I mean, Julius is getting up. Julius should be 40 years old.
Ronbo. You got Michael Bennett, you got Julian Peterson, you got Solomon Thomas, then you got Reuben Foster, and then you got Malcolm Smith.
What happened to DeForest Buckner?
Yeah, and Buckner too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
I need him especially.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Right, you right.
Mm. All right. Now that defense, yeah.
Now, offense. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall. If we can squeeze fifth, if we can squeeze fifth, Larry Fitzgerald in there, because Ronbo, I don't want us to go too big in 1 year.
I know, but you know
what I'm saying?
That's a lot of money right there. I mean, okay. I mean,
no,
Brian.
It's not, Ronbo.
It's the geriatric squad, though, Brian. Those guys are too old, man. By the time you say 2020, we have the Super Bowl, those guys will be coming out in a wheelchair.
Ronbo.
Huh?
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
It's called rebuilding. And we still got Trent Taylor and we still got George Kittle.
Well, okay, that's true.
So if you get, if you get a Brandon Marshall and then Jimmy Graham, we could be good. For the first 2 years.
Well, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like we can sign them to a little 2-year contract.
Well, I guess. I mean,
you see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I do see, and I'm okay.
Ronbo, take the floor. You got it. Ronbo.
You got to take. Okay, I got to get Julius Peppers out of the equation. I don't think Julius has got that much time left. But in Larry Fitzgerald, I'm not sure how many more seasons Larry. I don't know, Brian.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. All right, Ronbo. All right, I can get into it. I watched the Football Life joint, right?
Yeah.
So Larry Fitzgerald start off as one of them football boys and shit. Like moving the chains and shit.
Yeah.
So he was breaded around Chris Carter and them. Jake Reed, all them, Robert Smith, Randall Cunningham.
That goes to show you how long ago. Yeah. See, this is why, Brian, I got to have some new guys out there. Brian, do you know who Kendrick Bourne is? Marquise Goodwin?
The tight end. That's our tight end right there.
Yeah, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta get those kids out there, Brian. I can't. Some of these guys, Larry Fitzgerald, those guys, they got Trent Taylor.
Ronbo, you my old head. Listen, you always gonna need a vet to teach a rookie, but that rookie got to be willing to listen.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like if it was somebody that could really help out Ruben Foster, he'll be a beast. You know who Ruben Foster remind me of right now?
Who's that?
John Teller. Not John Teller, Lawrence Teller. Lawrence Teller. From the New York Giants.
Yeah, LT. Right.
He got that ambition.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. What I don't want him to do
Ronbo, you my old head. I love you, Ronbo. I respect you, Ronbo.
Appreciate it.
Take the floor, Ronbo.
All right, Brian. Hey, Brian, listen to me. Let me get you coming back tomorrow. We can continue this, and maybe we can figure out a way to work some of these guys in.
I love you, Ronbo.
Hey, I love you too, Brian. Come on, man.
I've been looking for MC9 out there.
Izzo.
You know what I'm saying? Ronbo, I love you. I'm out.
All right, bro. Have a good night. All right, Brian. Yeah, you gotta love Brian. Brian is he's like old school to the point when the glory days of certain players, man, and he wants to put them on our team now. So you can't be mad at him. I mean, I think he's great. Hey, Raymond.
What's up, Ronbo?
I'm gonna put. I'm gonna bring Larry Fitzgerald back and put him on the team because them young kids need to listen and learn. Like Julius Peppers. I love me some Brian.
Hilarious. It's all right. I know he's just talking. But yeah. Shout out to everybody in Nine-Land. Shout out to Heart Foundation. We out here.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Ronbo. Ain't nobody really do nothing yet except for tomorrow. Oh wait, let's see the cornerback. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, you know what?
You know what, man?
Tremaine might be the dude, Raymond.
Y'all keep talking about this pass rusher, man. Everybody on the field got the same amount of time. The defensive line getting everybody else the same amount of time, and this cat keep getting smoked. He always getting torched out there, so ain't no excuse for that. You say, if the pass rush get there, then they got and make the secondary look good. No, that's not cutting it because they all got the same amount of time. Why is it so that he got the same 5 seconds that a Kilo got?
No, that's too long. That's too long. I don't want him to have that much time. That's my whole point, Raymond.
Why can Kilo cover it?
They weren't throwing it his side. Okay, Raymond, that's the thing. the defense knows who to go to. If you get any extra time, go to Dante's side. And I hear you there. I don't want Dante over there. They need a cornerback. But, Raymond, I'm never going to move on this. I cannot have that quarterback having all day to throw, though. That's just too much. That's what I'm saying. I overtaxed the secondary because I got them back there running around there like crazy men. The receiver's going to win that battle 9 out of 10 times. His coverage is like good for 2 to 3 seconds. If the quarterback is running around there for 5 to 10 seconds, oh, my God, that ain't going to work. This is my problem.
Normally, I don't think we had a 2 minute, 5 or 10 second quarterback running around. They do get around for maybe 4, 3, 4, or 5 seconds.
That's too long.
10 seconds.
That's too long. Even that's too long.
Going crazy over there.
And with no stress, Raymond, no stress.
I think that it's a very, very glaring need over there. So tomorrow, when these defensive backs drills,
that's gonna be fun.
I did see the guy without a hand, and I'd like to see that 49er logo was behind him while he was doing his bench press. You saw that?
Yeah, of course I did. That boy's making worldwide news, man. Shaquem Griffin.
I'm talking about the guy that was holding the bar for him. He had 49er shirt on.
Oh, I didn't really. You know what? Yeah, okay. But yeah, I can see Griffin on his special teams for a while until he worked his way in. And you know what? What happened, Raymond? Shaquem would something would happen and he'd have to start, or he'd have to be in the game, and that would be the debut of ain't no telling. 4-3.
I'm glad Saquon Barkley doing all this so somebody else can get him.
I know, right?
I don't want him. Yeah, man. We got running backs. We got tight ends. We got young kids that need to play. You know, they got a contract they need to fulfill. Man, they're still hungry. That's what our team. We won like this. This is how we win. This is how we got a veteran, Jimmy Garoppolo, been sitting over there for 4 years. Man, you think we want to keep being mentored? He can mentor some people now. It's his turn. He's just paid like he's a mentor. It's his team. He's a veteran out here. He's been in the league for a while, sitting behind one of the greatest. I said one of the greatest.
I noticed that.
You know who that is.
I noticed how you carefully said
Jimmy
that.
G is the veteran in the locker room.
Yeah.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? And we need some John Lynch going to teach Ruben how to act because he can handle him. He's a defensive player.
Yeah.
We need to get strong on the defense. I think we need to look at these cornerbacks tomorrow.
Everybody will be.
Right.
And there's going to be some surprises in there, too. I just know it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Because I'm telling you, everywhere else on our team, you can say, oh, we need this, we need that. But, okay, that guard, I would get that to protect Jimmy. Okay. If we could get Norwell.
Yeah.
I would rather a cornerback than a guard on the drive, period.
Yeah,
I think we could get the ball out of his hand quick enough. We need somebody to play his defense. So if we do make a mistake, he made some crazy-looking throws last year, too. Raymond bailed him out.
He had to make those throws, too.
That was looking crazy.
Raymond, he had to make those throws on a couple of occasions. You know, Jimmy G, people say Jimmy G gets rid of the ball fast. But I would think, what if he gets a chance to actually really set and fire? Then he's totally unstoppable.
If he makes a mistake, the other team is going to score because they're going to throw the ball around.
No, that's why I say
you stop him from throwing.
No, that's why I say you got to get Norwell. You've got to get him some help. Jimmy G should not have to be under that kind of stress. He got a lot of hits, too, after the ball was released. Jimmy G needs 2 seconds, 2.5. He never got that. Every now and then, but not often. Give him some time to throw like we allow other quarterbacks to throw. That's what I want. And then, we going to hurt somebody now. Yeah. So
we could get that free agent, man. I need to draft a cornerback.
Yeah.
I want to see who they're going to be. Because that's the only thing impressive to me right now, man.
They're going to get a cornerback.
Out there.
Yeah, they realize the importance of a cornerback. Yeah, you need not worry about a cornerback. They're definitely going to get one because they don't have any choice anyway because we don't have one now. Because Dante's Dollar going to be resigned. So it's only a Kello right now. In fact, look for 2 or 3 cornerbacks to be in camp next season. So that's not an issue.
Yeah, I'm looking for one of these top ones. I'm telling you, Ronbo, watch. If they don't get Tremaine or somebody in these next few days, they're going to have no choice but to get one. Because what else we going to do?
They're going to get one anyway. Even if they get Tremaine, they're going to draft a cornerback. Because, you got to, there's no depth.
Like I said, if we get Tremaine or somebody else in free agency, then we don't need to use that first pick on that cornerback. Then you guys can do what you guys want to do.
Raymond, I tell you, man, I got to tell you, I don't think they're going to go corner in the first. I really doubt that. They're going to try to get that some other way.
So then they need to make a move. I just want to see them make a move and give me a cornerback. Yeah. I'm telling you, that's our only problem.
I know.
Everywhere else, we was good last year.
No, we was not good everywhere else, Raymond. We weren't near the best.
That's what I'm saying. We was decent.
Yeah.
You don't need the best players in every position to win the Super Bowl. The Eagles just proved that. The Vikings just did that. The Jaguars, they all got garbage quarterbacks.
Yeah,
but the Eagles got decent quarterbacks. They did it with their backup.
But
you just gotta have a decent overall team. We had decent.
But the Eagles
last year.
But Raymond,
except for that
be honest, Raymond.
Was
be
making
honest.
Us look very bad on defense.
Be honest, Raymond. Didn't that Eagles front line, wasn't that scary? That Eagles front line took a quarterback.
They made a play in the Super Bowl, but they wasn't doing good. Cox and them was playing the whole season. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we wasn't sacking people. Yeah, I know we wasn't, but we wasn't. It wasn't as obvious as that passing. They was throwing the ball around on us. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like that was the problem that stuck out on the most to me was the way they were just throwing the ball around on us.
Yeah.
Versus we wasn't sacking them. It was like, okay, they were still getting off the field. We were still getting them off the field, but they would keep going down because they throwing it. Like boom, boom, boom. Like, man, come on, man.
Bad
Somebody
quarterbacks.
Stop this ball.
Bad quarterbacking. You know what, Raymond? When you think about we missed a couple of good quarterbacks and we didn't have to deal with them. The best game the 49ers did on defense was against Cardinals that first game, and we still managed to lose that game in the last second. But that was the best pass rush the 49ers had all year. Carson Wentz was under pressure all day long. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I need to see. And you notice we didn't even notice Dante was on the field. See, there you go. Nobody even noticed Dante couldn't play at that time. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't know, man. He finished real bad, man. We got to do something about that.
There's no problem. There's definitely going to be something done about it. Raymond, I'm going to look for you tomorrow, man.
I'll be looking tomorrow. Yep, I'll be looking tomorrow.
Because I know you're going to have a lot to talk about, man, because cornerback day tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Raymond, I've been thinking about you while I'm watching them, too. I'm going to write down all the dudes. I'm going to try to guess, Raymond. Who did Raymond notice tomorrow in the Combine? Family, check that out tomorrow. Name Raymond's boy tomorrow in the Combine. All right, Raymond.
I'm going to be looking hard tomorrow. All right, Ronbo.
See you tomorrow, fam.
Go Niners.
Yeah. And, hey, Dino. Dino, I got no audio. Wait, but it could be me. Let's see.
What up, Ronbo?
Yeah, there you are. Dino, man, what's up, dude? I'm telling you, man. What's the city? You check out the Combine?
Yeah, I checked out a little bit before I went to handle my business and stuff, but
man,
I was looking at what's the boy name?
Shaquem. Shaquem. Yeah, Shaquem Griffin.
Yeah.
Everybody did, man. That dude, he's freaking people out, man. Shaquem came out there and was the star of the Combine. 20 reps, and also went out there and ran a 4.38. This boy's got power and speed. Hey, little 49er, what's up?
She be watching that show.
She's too lovable.
Hey. Never too early, you know what I'm saying, to introduce him.
I know you put that 49er jersey on her. She ready. Tino, man,
you know what's crazy too?
What?
You know what's crazy too, man? Hey, my girl, she like the Packers, right?
Uh-oh.
She like Green Bay, so I'm sitting there and I come home from work.
Yeah.
And like I see like a package in the mail. And I look at this. I see this right here.
Ooh, he got the
like, I'm like, man, that's too little. You know, maybe she ordered. I thought she ordered for me. I'm like, man, that's too little for me. You know what I'm saying? So then I look. I see these.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm like, oh. I said she didn't turn to the side. No, she from the Empire.
No, she didn't. No, she just quit and flipped the script.
It's all your fault too, Ronald. I guess it's too many Niner calls.
Hey, that means that this is good because now we got to get Daryl over to Texas. We got two more guys and Trey. We got an Eagles wife. We got a Cowboys wife. We got your lady. She's switching over from Green Bay. This is awesome, man. Dino, this is good news, man.
Yeah, I told her. I said by the time she woke up.
And She'll be knowing, man. They just, somehow. How long was she a Packer fan before you met her?
Yeah, because her high school is and her college was their colors were
green,
yellow, and green. So
yeah,
so she just liked the Green Bay.
Yeah, so it wasn't any real passion. It's just because it matched her colors. So she used to love the 49ers. It's something you got to educate her on that.
Back to that draft though, man. I'm glad I'm glad that the dude that's kind of I want Tremaine Edmonds still, man. So I think it took a lot of eyes away from him. A lot of focus went on to him.
No, Tremaine still put on a show, though. Everybody knows he is the complete freak. So the 49ers got to get him. And hopefully, the funny thing is, if somebody makes a mistake and picks Tremaine first, every time it drops down, I mean, Dino, can you imagine somehow you got Quentin Nelson, Tremaine Edmonds, and who else is like the top of the draft right now? Let's say you got Ridley in there, too, because Ridley yesterday put on a show as far as a wide receiver, too. Ridley ran in a straight line all the way across the field. He never got off the line and did not miss. You know what? Ridley's better than I thought he was. So you got a lot of things going on in this draft coming up. They're going to be crazy, and it's going to be right around the 9th pick because quarterback's going to take them.
Some surprises, man. Everybody that you've been having on your radar that or people have been saying they want it or think we're going to get, that mock draft could be completely wrong.
Tell you.
Because a lot of people might change their minds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because there's going to be some people drafting up. I mean, Rosen and Darnold, they're gone. And also that quarterback from Wyoming, I don't know, his name is Josh. I keep forgetting his last name. Anyway, you got those 3 spots are gone. I don't know about Baker Mayfield, but it could possibly be 4 spots gone in the top of the draft. So that means the 49ers are really number 5 as far as talents beyond that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So who are those 5 players? And you can almost name them because contrary to what people believe, the Browns are looking to trade down for Barkley. They don't need Barkley. What they need is Rosen. So they're going to trade that 4th pick. And they're going to take somebody else. Or they'll take a quarterback in the 1st round. And they're going to trade that 4th pick. They ain't fooling me. Because it would be suicide.
You think Chubb going to still be there at 9?
See? That's what I'm talking about. You're talking 4 places. Because as I say, somebody's going to trade up to get a quarterback. Maybe 2 teams are going to trade up to get a quarterback. So you got 3 quarterback spots. Now suddenly we're number 9. Now we're number 6 as far as other talents go. So if you do the math, you keep doing it, you keep sliding down. It's going to be interesting. There's some other teams in there that need other things besides even Saquon Barkley. It's going to be interesting.
Maybe by that 6th spot, if somebody that we really, really want, maybe you could trade up, or however, maybe they still be there at 9, And
it's not that big a distance, so you don't have to give up that much, right?
You're right.
We're on the same page, because everybody's made up their mind who's going to get who. Don't do it. It's not going to happen that way. The shifting in the trade-ups are going to get crazy. You got there's teams that want a quarterback so bad, and these are quality quarterbacks this year, not like last year. So it's going to be interesting to see. Josh Allen.
I already see what running back going to be a sleeper, too, because the running back is real deep.
I know. Which one? Because you know what?
I don't know. We might pick one up.
Because Bradley Chubb, Nick Chubb is going to be involved. Saquon, Nick, Sony, Royce, guys. The list just goes. There's just so many running backs. It's just stupid. You can get a good running back in the 3rd round this year, or maybe 4th. So.
So if Hyde comes back and then Breida and then we get another one. I guess Joe Williams coming back too, so
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they let Hyde walk and then we can get another running back.
I know everybody's saying that. We can't talk about Carlos. Carlos watches to see what people are saying about him. Carlos, you know what, man? I'm telling you, Carlos, I'm with you, man. I know you want to be a 49er, man. We're just talking, all right? Don't get mad. You don't got to tell Carlos.
What about Jermaine Johnson? You think he think he coming?
I tell you, we'll see next week. The 49ers have to address the corner spot. Tremaine looks like the man, right? What about Kyle? I don't know. Kyle Fuller, Chicago ain't saying nothing. They're not franchise tagging him. I just don't know.
I go with Fuller, man, over Tremaine Johnson any day. But
I think all of us would. Yeah, I would too.
Tell you what, Tremaine, it's cool, man. He's still a good solid at that corner. You don't have to worry as much.
And he's
you
long.
have to worry with.
Yeah.
I'll tell you over there.
Yeah. Dino, we got
liability.
Dino, we got to go. Let me see tomorrow if you get a chance, man. To get off work early enough, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
All right, Dino. Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night. Oh, man. Are we going? You going to Tony? Hey, Tony. Tony. Last time I've caught Tony was answering the front door for the pizza man, and could be Tony might be taking a break in the other part of the house. Tony. All right, Tony, we'll come back to you. Latino Heat.
What's up, Ronbo?
You, fam. Hey, I can't hear you, Heat.
What you talking about?
There you
are.
What you talking about, Ronbo? We talk about the combine tonight, man. We're talking about Marcus Davenport, Saquon Barkley. Who's going to be trading up for them quarterbacks? Are we 9 or really are we number 6 in the draft as far as we're concerned? Because we don't need no quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I still think we're going to trade back. And I think the second, third, and fourth round, that'll be the Niner round.
Hey, but when people say trade back, who are we going to be trading with, though? I mean, the 9th pick is not. It's okay, but I don't know who would be trading with us, though.
You know who I'm feeling?
Who's that?
Let's see. Let's go. Somebody who already has a quarterback.
Somebody who already has a quarterback.
Can you maybe see Tennessee? Or
who would they be looking at? Who would they be looking at to improve? But maybe they want Cortland.
Probably be a running back. It'd probably be a running back, don't you think?
No, Tennessee's got them 2 monsters, and they got DeMarcus. Well, they got DeMarcus, and they got that big monster from Alabama. What's that boy's name? That big dude from Bama that runs through people, not around them.
I know who you're talking about. All right,
you know what?
KC.
Yeah. The thing is, Tennessee can get a running back in the second round, a high-quality running back. Shoot, they could in the first round, they could get a high-quality running back if they really want one that bad, because there's going to be one falling down there, any number of them. Shoot, 49ers could pick up Nick Chubb if they wanted him. Maybe that's who they want.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, at the coin flip when the Niners won the coin flip.
Yeah.
And the commentator asked John Lynch, can you give us a hint on who you picking? And he goes, no comment.
Yeah. John Lynch. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, John Lynch is the last guy that they can expect to get an answer from. John Lynch is going to play games with the media. He's gonna lay little traps and landmines out there for people to pick up. I believe the 49ers put it out there and made it known that they were interested in Tremaine Johnson, and there's a reason for it. The 49ers aren't going after Tremaine Johnson. If there's anything we learned from last year is don't listen to anything John Lynch puts out there. He's going another direction. He is trying to lead people away, and it worked for him last year, and it probably worked for him this year. We'll see, because he's very convincing. Elway taught him that.
See, for me personally, if everything's not answered next week, depending, the tackle position,
yeah,
and the cornerback position, if we don't get none of those 2 guys next week, if nothing's answered that next week, then you really could say the 49er draft is up in the air. They can get anybody.
Oh, yeah.
At least one of those, either the corner or the guard position has to be answered next week.
Corner and guard, yeah. And that's why they're probably going to throw big bucks at Norwell, and that'll be who they get. And they may stop at that. And every 49er fan, that's it? I thought y'all was going to be aggressive. See, that they was going to be really aggressive like we thought they was talking about, they would have went after Marcus Peters, and they didn't. They would have went after Aqib Talib, which still could be in the works, actually. So, it could be about draft picks.
All the way up into the draft, you see that.
Yeah. So, it's John Lynch is, you're not going to know. Lorenzo, we ain't going to know nothing until the 14th that afternoon. And we're going to say, damn, look what John did, man. Who's seen that coming? We'll be doing all that,
that key to leave thing.
Yeah.
You can see the Broncos trying to trade up to get a quarterback. If they don't get that dude from I had his name on top of my head. That dude from the Redskins. If they don't get that
Kirk
quarterback
Cousins?
from the Redskins,
Kirk Cousins. Yeah, Kirk might be in that mix. Yeah, because Kirk's not going to. He's not going. I'm pretty much clear he's not going to Cleveland. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's my thing. If they don't get a corner and they don't get a guard, so it's pretty much pending on whatever happens next week. That's my thing. My theory that the linebacker position and everything else can be handled in the draft.
Yeah.
Because
that's what's going to happen to
because
Lorenzo.
They're not going to throw big money at another linebacker just to be subbing for
Ruben. And Lorenzo, the thing is, there's no other linebacker out there. Not that in free agency anyway. So So we're going to have to go with the draft. Lorenzo, I'm going to see you tomorrow, man. All right.
Hold on. Have you heard anything on Ruben, or everything's still quiet?
No, it's quiet. There's nothing being leaked out. We just heard that John and Kyle are a little disappointed. So, but that's as much as you know. But yeah.
That's to tell you a big thing. That big old 8-game suspension could just walk away to being a 2-game suspension.
Well, we got to wait to see what happens with the. See, it could get overturned. I don't know why they wouldn't have done it already, but that's another stage. We can talk about that later. So, Lorenzo, I'm gonna look for you tomorrow, man. All right.
All right, for sure, bro.
Yeah, all right. You too, man. All right. And let's go check. Hey, let's see if Tony is Tony. Hey, Tony, are you ready? Tony. All right. Let's see. I'm not sure who we got now. Yeah. Is that Michael? Hey, Michael.
Good evening, Ronbo.
Hey, Michael. How you doing, man?
Doing great. And yourself?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm telling you, a lot of surprises in that combine so far. If anybody was depressed as the choices being lane, think again. My God, there's some athletes out there. And that doesn't necessarily mean, as we make this mistake every year, that they did the football Olympics doesn't mean they're going to be great football players. But you can get excited about what you potentially have, and the coaches can work with that. So there's a few guys I really enjoy it. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got a chance to watch the O linemen and the running backs and the D linemen and the linebackers. And I heard a caller earlier was talking about an Ezekiel Ansah comparison to, I think he said to Edmonds.
Yeah.
And that's incorrect. The comparison was to Marcus Davenport. Marcus Davenport is a half an inch taller than Ansah. He's about 7 pounds lighter, and he's a little quicker too. His arms are just about 2 inches smaller, but he ran a 4.59, and Ezekiel Ansah ran a 4.63. So the comparison is definitely there. And what Mayock was saying is that the more this kid learns, the better and better he's going to get. And he said he's a really tough kid, and he's got a high motor. You know, he's always going for the quarterback. And so I like that, and I liked Landry is another one that I'm really looking at. In fact, I even saw on Pro Football Focus they had Landry, and I don't know if this was a misprint or what, but they had Landry ranked above what's the first guy, Chubbs or. They had Landry ranked above him because
is that right?
Their their point was that Landry had a injury-riddled season last year, but that when he was on the field, he was more dominant than Chubbs was. So I like that. I think there's a couple of pass rushers out here for us in where we're at, you know.
And Landry talked about that too. He talked about his injury. He said he had 5 sacks and within a certain amount of time, or 6 or something like that. And he explained he tried to come back on a bad foot, and he had to shut it down for the season. He could be misunderstood. You're right, Mike. I remember that. Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
I got it right here.
And then in the O-line, there was also a couple of guys that really stood out in the O-line thing. And, I mean, you know, like you said, this is like watching, you know, the Olympics out here. We're watching the athletes, right? We're not really seeing the actual football. But
True.
They talked about these guys in depth. And that's why I really like it, is because not only do you get to see how athletic they are, but Mayock breaks them down, you know, and you get to hear about, you know, what they're all about as a football player.
Yeah.
And I thought Will Hernandez from UTEP really stood out to me.
Solid,
that
right?
guy looks nasty. I like the looks of him.
I do, too. I do remember him.
Yeah, and James Daniels from Iowa. I know he's a center and all, and I'm still not. I'm one of those guys that's still not sold on Kilgore. But
yeah, he's gonna have to have a backup.
Of Nevada was another one that I thought you know, looked pretty good. So definitely some encouragement there with the O lineman as well. I wish that the Notre Dame fellow would fall to us, but I think he's going to be gone long before, you know, we pick.
Oh, Q Nelson, yeah.
And
nobody's talking about McGlinchey.
Was another. I mean, the running backs. I really like that. Rashad Penny.
Yeah.
Looked like something to me. I really like that. And Sony Michel, and looks like there's definitely some good wealth of running backs in this draft as well. So yeah, there's a lot to be encouraged about.
And as I say, Landry, I've got it here. Landry's quote is saying, I had 5 sacks in 6 games, and in the 6th game of the year, my ankle got messed up. I tried playing through it against Louisville the next week, played through it. Then the next week, Virginia on the first play of the game, I rolled it again, and they shut me down. So what we saw was a guy that was trying to play through pain. Now, if he can 5 sacks in 6 games, Mike, I don't have a problem with that. If he gets 15 sacks out of 16 games, well, I think we've got ourselves a winner.
Yeah.
Woo, man.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I saw some of the video they showed on him, and they were just showing how far he can bend. You know, he's a bender. This guy can
I like
bend
guys who
around
can lean around.
the outside of the line.
He's fast,
and, you know,
too.
the other thing about some of these backers that, you know, they might be giving them lower grades. I remember when Alden Smith was in the path to the draft and the combine and all that.
Can you remember
they
the
were
numbers?
calling him kind of a tight-hipped, and he wasn't. They were saying he wasn't a natural bender. He was kind of stiff and upright, but he had explosiveness. But they weren't giving him the highest grade either. So it's not always exact science.
And the thing is, you'd have to look back, because I didn't even know at that time. I didn't know we were going to draft. I had no idea that he was on Trent's mind, so I wasn't really paying close attention to him as this guy. In fact, like you're saying, in the draft, in the combine, you saw he seemed athletic enough, but you didn't really focus on, like, ooh, J.J. Watt was getting a lot of attention, some other guys, but not Alden exactly, right? So you're right. We're looking at Landry, who runs a 4.65, and the cone drill. The guy is just amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like. If the 49ers do pick him up, and I got a feeling they just could be the sleeper guy they might do. It's going to be interesting to see what he develops into.
Yeah, definitely. And there is a plethora of linebackers also. I mean, when you look at these linebackers today, there was a lot of good things to see out there with Edmonds, Roquan Smith, the guy Vander. I can't remember his name, the third guy there, but there was a lot of linebackers that looked good as well. So I mean, I think this draft is pretty loaded.
Yeah, kind of underrated too. I mean, they've not been getting any good grades. I mean, they would tell you about the star of the particular positional group, and everybody else there's a gap between that guy and the next. I said, somebody made a mistake on some of these estimations. I got a feeling. We'll see the skills wise, but I don't see some of the gaps that they're talking about. I don't see that being the case. So. We'll see.
You know, I'm with you on the pass rushing pass rushing thing. I want to see a pass get a pass rush in there too. But I also look at these corners, the corners tomorrow and everything. I'm kind of excited about that because Derwin James. I was reading a little bit about him and watching a little bit of video on him, and that guy, he looks like the real deal, man.
He is.
He could play safety, possibly corner as well, and he's big, he's long, and he's just got total ball skills.
Yeah. He's got all the tools.
And they're saying he can play possibly both positions. And then you got Denzel Ward, who just, I mean, they were calling him too short, but now they're saying he's like 5'11" or something.
They gave him some, he grew in the last few weeks. And that's his agent that's saying, listen, will you guys stop telling everybody that Denzel's short? I mean, it's giving people a problem with him, okay? I mean, we could sue on this. Because he is a good cover, though.
Looking forward to that. But, hey, great show, Ronbo, and appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Mike.
And shout out to the Niner Empire.
Yeah, we'll be looking for you tomorrow, too. It's Monday, all right?
All right.
All right, Mike. Have a good night. And let's go check out and see what's going on with Nate. Oh, Nate, N-A-N-A-T-E. Whoa, Nate. All right, it's getting late. We're not going to wait now. Who's that next? Let's see if Tony has come back yet. Tony!
Hey, Ronbo.
Oh, there you are. Well, Tony, were you watching the replays of the Combine?
Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with the linebackers today. But what I really liked to see were the receivers and tight ends yesterday. Man, some of those guys were just so talented.
Yeah.
I think it's Penn State's tight end, Mike Gesicki.
That's the guy.
He is unbelievable.
That's the guy. And how about the Hurst guy? He's kind of old. He was going to play baseball. He decided to come back to football. The guy's got no flaws. You know what I mean? His last name is Hurst, I think. Or was his first name Hurst? Tony?
I think that's his last name.
Yeah, Hurst, yeah. Is it Holton Hurst?
I'm not sure.
But anyway, I like those two guys. The one the Penn State guy that leaps over people. As a tight end, Vernon Davis is the only guy I've ever seen attempt to do that. So I said, whoa, this guy's got athleticism like crazy.
He's an amazing player.
Oh,
and
Hayden.
then two other guys that stood out to me, DJ Chark, he reminds me of Juju Smith-Schuster. They're both tall. They can play anywhere on the field. He's very fast.
But yeah, Chark's speed is ridiculous. 4.38.
Watching, it's incredible. And I was watching his highlights. But the only thing I'm worried about is he ran like 3 or 4 routes total in all of his highlights. So it's the only thing that can concern me. But you saw what they did with Marquise this year. I think if we drafted him in the second possibly, we could do the same to him as we did with Marquise. And now he's Marquise Goodwin, except taller, bigger, and stronger.
Interesting, wouldn't it be? He's big guys like that though. They're easier covers because of their coordination and quickness. But with his straight out speed, he would be the guy that you'd send out as the vertical threat. I'd like to see it, for now. Because Goodman had to work hard to learn how to run those routes. Because I understand he was a work in progress too.
I think he can learn to run routes. But with him, I think he could play the Alshon Jeffrey role that he played in the Eagles Super Bowl run this year.
Exactly.
But yeah, with that being said, I think our defense is what we're going to be targeting most, because when Garoppolo came in, we were easily putting up 25 points a game.
Easily.
And we really didn't have an incredible offense. So if we can just add to our defense in the draft and free agency, we're a Super Bowl contender. And I'm not saying that lightly, or I'm not saying that as a biased fan. Those players that we're going to get are going to make a huge difference, whether it be Jermaine Edmonds, Marcus Davenport, Jermaine Johnson, any player really could help. We only need 2 or 3 positions on that defense, and we're done.
That's it.
With the players we have now.
I agree. Corner and put pressure, get that pass rush built up to where it's just crazy. And you're right, that team's in the playoffs. No doubt about it. Because like you're saying, Tony, I don't care if the 49ers don't add another player on offense. You're not going to stop them from scoring. It's about the brilliance of Shanahan and the skill set of one Jimmy G. That's all it's going to take. So you're right. I agree.
It's going to take. Now, tell me what you think about this. But I was thinking what we could do is trade down from 9 to 10 to the Raiders, swap those picks, and we get a 4th in return. Then with that 4th, we trade with the Bills. We get their 2 first-rounders. We give up our number 10 pick and our 4th-round pick.
Yeah.
Then from there, we trade up back to 13 where the Redskins are, pick up Davenport, and still have that pick at 21.
That's a lot of ingenuity involved in that. It's so funny, though. I can just see the media now. So the Raiders scalped the 49ers scalped the Raiders after winning the coin toss. They give it right back to them, but they make the Raiders give up some things for it. That would make news. I'd love to see him pull that off, Tony.
I really think that we can do that. And the funniest thing is, we would be taking away from them, even though we probably wouldn't even be taking the player they wanted in the first place.
And that's how that works.
That's the funniest thing.
Tony, we're out of time. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to look for you tomorrow. I got to examine that trade a little further because that's pretty interesting how you came up with that. All right. So we'll see you tomorrow, Tony, if you get some time.
Hey. All right. Make sure to check your emails. You told me you would last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I promise you that I will not let another day go because I don't want to face you if I mess up again. I saw it. I just didn't get a chance. I was doing a lot of things. But I got you, I promise. All right, Tony.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good night. All right. And let's get the Shake in here. Shake!
What's up, Ronbo? What's going on, man?
Shake, you, man. Tell you what, Shake. You guys have got me on board for the big man. Now that I've seen DJ Chark, I'm interested in the big guys now. 6'4", but he can run a 4.38. Now that I'm impressed with.
Right?
Yeah.
And, even my boy didn't do bad either. Not shabby. 4.55.
Yeah.
35, and the thing. And he was in the top speed guy. Obviously, everybody knew that. But his, when he was on the field, his speed was always on the ground. When he was sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
He I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he knows his presence. And and like Tony, shout out to Tony, by the way. We need to give Jimmy G some weapons and help him out. So I think the red zone threat will help him out in his numbers and his stats and we'll go to the Super Bowl. But yeah, we definitely need to build defense. But these wide receivers are one of the others. It's hard to find wide receivers, especially free agents. They're asking for too much money or they're not injury prone.
And Jarvis,
so we got to be very careful what we do.
And Jarvis Landry. Somebody said the 49ers are in the mix for Jarvis Landry. I said, you know what? Anybody that thinks the 49ers are going to give Miami 2 first-round picks for Jarvis Landry is smoking some real low-grade product, okay? There's no way the 49ers are going to give up 2 first-round picks. And that's what Miami did. They basically screwed Landry by saying, all right, we're going to tag you. Now go out and find a job.
Right? It's another Cousins effect, Ronbo. It's crazy.
That's just mean.
Let the man get him somewhere else.
I mean, right, he could have just let him go. I mean, why would you do that to him? That's just evil. Wow.
Right?
Anyway, I feel bad for him.
The thing is, Landry's a good wide receiver, but is he like a true elite wide receiver in your opinion, Ronbo?
No. As I said, Landry does a lot. I mean, it could be the quarterback's fault maybe, but Landry he gets a lot of receptions. I mean, 4 and 5 yard average. I'm not interested. A running back can do that for me. I don't need that, So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where he goes or who picks him up. There may be somebody out there. I can't imagine anybody doing it. I see him being a Dolphin next year though, Sheik. I can't imagine.
No, I'm hearing. There's another thing I'm hearing is the Cleveland Browns are actually made an interest on that. They're like, come on, might give up their 1 and then
future second-round pick from next year. So I don't know. There's like some rumors going on right now.
See,
about that trade.
If the Browns do that,
it's
they need to
free.
close that franchise like a failed department store. Okay,
Yeah.
that would be the stupidest thing they've ever done. I mean, there's no reason for that. They've got they got Josh Gordon. Who's the guy in this? I mean, you need to give up 2 first. Landry's that much better than anybody you got? I don't. Oh my God, that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, you just give up the franchise that you didn't have anyways, and you just blow it up. Just be a D-League team.
I know.
God damn.
God.
But the thing is, Ronald, like I also want to add to like all the defense that came out. Like Harold Landry, I really liked him in the the linebacker. He looked good. For our edge, and I really like what's his name? Davenport is definitely stepping up.
Yeah.
He's raw talented. That's my only concern. He's really raw.
They said that about him earlier, too, though. I mean, they said that before the combine. I didn't know what they meant by that. But, yeah, he's a savage, but he needs shaping. That's true. Probably.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, Ronbo, there's a high chance that Chubb might fall to 5 or 6. And if we go talk to New York Jets, they probably want a quarterback. They could probably
definitely want a quarterback.
And then we could get Chubb. There's a high possibility he might. But now they're saying the Giants might go Saquon Barkley, so I might screw it up, and then the Colts might get Chubb. But you have to hope that the Giants pick a quarterback. That's the key thing.
But the thing is, people don't understand. The Giants need Quentin Nelson. I mean, they need him they really need him. Because last year, that's what Manning couldn't even quarterback last year because that offensive line was worse than, our offensive line's not bad compared to the Giants. Manning was getting killed on a daily basis to the point they finally just took him out. And meanwhile, the offensive line is still out there looking like poop. And they're blaming Manning. What's he supposed to do? Right. That is the worst offensive line I've ever seen, next to what we had in 2014 or 2015. So they're gonna get.
If they want to trade though, if they want Quentin Nelson, I think Denver will definitely make that trade because they probably want Josh Allen or Darnold maybe.
Yeah.
If they're available on number 2, and if they make that trade, that could be a possibility for Giants and Denver to swap their picks.
Could be.
And that chance of us coming up. But I'm telling you, I like Edmonds, Ronald, but I don't know. I'm still iffy. I'm a little iffy about him a little bit now, just watching him a little bit.
How come?
I'm not your opinion on that.
Yeah. I like Edmonds because the fact is, by the time he's 22, he is going to be the all-pro. I mean, he's going to be the standard center. People are going to be looking for another Edmonds for years. 6'5", 19 years old. He's liable to grow. Here's the thing, though, Sheik. I'm saying, who needs a quarterback really bad this below us? The Browns obviously need a quarterback. That's why I'm not buying this. We're taking Saquon Barkley. No, you're not, Cleveland. What are you gonna let Rosen and Darnold walk? You're gonna let Josh Allen go as well? Give me a break. You're not fooling anybody. So they're trying to sell Barkley.
It wins last year too.
Who?
Wentz, the quarterback in Philadelphia, they traded. They could have got Wentz last year, but they traded.
Right. So how many times? Right. Exactly. See, so they can't afford to do that again. Or Hugh Jackson could, they'll take him out and back and beat him. So I'm thinking the first 3 rounds are all QBs because people are going to trade up for the second pick and the third pick and the Giants. Everybody else is going to, whoever people was going to get shafted. I'm trying to think who we need. Arizona could be in the mix because they need a quarterback seriously bad. I got to look down to who needs a quarterback. Those 3 quarterbacks are going to take the first. Even what's his name? My favorite guy, Baker Mayfield. So you figure 4 guys. The first 4 guys are going to be QBs.
Yeah, and he's becoming one of the top. It seems like he's taking over Rosen's spot now. He's getting graded a little higher now over Rosen. So he's becoming.
But Rosen,
top 10 talk right now.
True, but Rosen's he's Carson Wentz Jr. though. That's what they're looking at him at. So,
he has a good arm. But Josh Allen, his arm, I gotta admit, he had a great arm.
And it's live. And accurate too.
He's accurate as hell. His stats wasn't that great in college ranks, but he's like, ooh, okay.
I blame his team.
What's that?
I blame his team. I got a feeling if you surround him with better talent, Josh Allen could be the best out there. That's debatable. Sheik, we got to go, though. Let's get down to this tomorrow, man.
Definitely. And can I ask you like one quick question? If you pick right now with everything you saw so far, who would you pick right now?
Saquon Barkley. I still.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right,
I
brother,
want
look.
him in the backfield with Jimmy G so bad I can't stand it, but I know it's impossible. It is impossible. But damn it, I wish. So anyway.
Definitely. All right, shout out to the Hawk Foundation. Shout out to Michael. You know, he gave me a shout out the other day.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. And hit that like, fellas. Hit that like for the best place to be.
Yeah.
Mr. All Year Long. Mr. Ronbo Sports. Download his app.
Thanks.
What are you doing if you haven't done that yet?
Yeah.
Have a good night, man.
Thanks, Sheik. You're the best.
Later.
Good. What's it? Joey Mahoney, yeah, dum de doo ba. Ooh, yeah. Joey Mahoney. Joey! Last time we had a conversation I had to laugh about, I forgot what you asked me, and when I was on Twitter, I meant to hit you up on that. But, Joey, what's going on, man? What's going on with this combine?
What's up, Ronbo?
Yo.
I tell you what, Hakeem Griffin.
Man, it's amazing. I just
one
wonder.
Arm, and he does what he does.
Yeah.
20 reps on the bench press.
Joey, do you think he'd work that hard if he had both hands? I always think that people that have a motivation, a goal in life, they'll outdo the average individual. That's why I'm thinking you get this guy on the team, he's going to make some noise. Wherever he goes, he's going to make a huge impact because people have told him, oh, we're sorry. You're not going to be able to do that because there's some other things you can get involved in. There's this, and this. Hey, I'm going to the NFL, all right? Okay. And there he is a few years later. Boom, he's setting records at the combine. I don't think it's going to stop at that. I think we're going to hear about him in the league doing crazy things.
I agree with that. I think he will be in the league.
I'm sure of that already. I mean, but when he gets there, he's going to do something with it, too. He's not going to just get in there because of good effort. He's going to get in there and make a difference. Yeah.
So, what do you think? What's on your mind, Ronbo? What do you want to talk about?
No, nothing. I was just wondering if anybody noticed the combine and did anybody stand out in their mind. I mean, did you see any? I mean, Sheik's not impressed with the linebacker crew, and he's not happy with my guy Tremaine Edmonds. Do you share Sheik's feeling?
I'm not impressed with Cortland Sutton.
Joey just comes in. Joey just comes in to start a fight.
Listen, I'm still convinced he took Cortland Sutton on his Valentine's Day, but that's a subject for another time, okay?
Hey, but you know what? Right. Sutton helped himself. I mean, he was okay. He held his own because DJ just stole the show. I mean, he's going down the track at 30. What is that? 23 miles an hour, 24 miles an hour. So DJ is a shock. Nobody talked about him before the combine, and they will now, though.
Well, you know what's interesting is I love LSU football, and what they're comparing him to is Odell Beckham, because they said that his 40 time was actually a tenth of a second faster than Odell Beckham.
Yeah, they put him on the what do they call that thing where they put the imaginary bodies on it?
It's like a speed tracker. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They put him on there, and then him, Odell, and one other guy, and DJ ran past him. I said, "Oh my God, this dude is blazing fast." So that's going to make him a hard cover. So we'll see. Shanahan likes speed. People think Shanahan doesn't like big people. What Kyle doesn't like is slow people. Big people are generally slow. They can 4.5, 4.6, and if you get them to do that, you're doing good. So here comes DJ running 4.3. Shanahan may say, "Oh, they finally built and designed a wide receiver that I can appreciate." I got a feeling that he's chomping at the bit on that. So we'll see.
Yes, sir. So, you think that Griffin would be a good linebacker, or do you think I heard you talking about special teams. Do you think that he could actually play the position of linebacker, or no? You think he's
I think he knows what I think he knows what he's doing there, and I know he knows how to compensate in a way that overwhelms people who don't have that problem. Is what I'm pretty sure of. I watched them catch the ball, and I know they're not taking it easy on throwing the ball. You'd probably expect him to catch the ball before you would anybody else. He really has that tech. All his techniques are polished.
He had 2 interceptions, right? This year, he had two interceptions with 1 on.
That's what I'm telling you, man. The dude. It's almost unfair because he's done some things that made himself a little better than everybody else, and that's an amazing thing to see. I'd pick him up in a heartbeat.
My 2 takeaways from what I read and what I saw is obviously Griffin. What I would like is for the Niners to get him like in the 3rd or 4th round, maybe the 5th if he's still there, and have like an inspiration between him and Ruben. You know, look, I have 1 arm and I need to prove myself. And then yet on the flip side, you got Ruben Foster making dumb decisions.
There you go.
And so it would kind of it would show him like what to do, not what not to do. You know, and then. That was takeaway number 1 that I got. So that's why I would kind of like to get him. Yeah. But the second takeaway was Harold Landry had a report with, what's her name, Jennifer Lee Chan, I think it was.
Yeah, Jennifer Lee.
He would absolutely love to come play in San Francisco.
I know. I enjoyed that report.
Did you read?
Yeah, I read it.
Did you see that report?
Sure did.
Yeah. And so that I haven't been big on Harold Landry, but when a player says that, I like that. I like to hear that, you know.
Well, Joey, you're probably confused like a lot of us about Harold Landry was hurt. He tried to play through the pain, but he was hurt. Harold Landry can play. Yeah. Because I'd heard a lot about him before, and all of a sudden I read what happened to him. I said, but man, this dude is overrated, man. I pass. I don't, maybe not. Don't pass. Yeah. So we'll see.
Right, I was watching the combine when they talked to him. He says that he's the best pass rusher in this draft. I don't know about that. I really like Chubb.
I love when they talk like that, though. It's like talking dirty, you know.
But they show highlights of his play, and he like dips his shoulder underneath the coming off the edge with the tackle. What I like about him is he gets really low. If you watch his highlights, it's something that they show on his highlights. He dips his shoulder and gets around the tackle really fast because he's about 250, 255. Yeah. And he's a speed rusher, and he gets that edge around the corner, and he swoops right underneath the tackle's arm when he's trying to block him, and he gets right by him, and he sacks the quarterback.
That's technique, Joey. That's technique. The boy's got some techniques, and that's the kind of guy you want. Because Marcus Davenport is going to try to beat you with his physicality, while Harold Landry is going to get there and technique that offensive lineman. See, that's the guy that's going to win that battle most of the time. So that's what you're looking for, which is a good thing. And we'll see, you know, because you know who's going to recognize. Game recognizes game, Joey. And John Lynch is going to look at him and say, you see that? You see that? Look, I can see him and Kyle going to film. See that kid right there? See that move right there? Yeah. I could teach a kid that for 6 months and he won't look that good. We're picking him up in the draft. And I can just see, I know that's going to happen.
Yeah. You know, John Lynch got at least 1 or 2 tricks up his sleeve that nobody.
Boy, he's got more than, he's got more than that.
And I heard and I also saw, before I get out of here, I also saw a thing on Bleacher Report reported it, and they said Tremaine Johnson is between the Raiders and the Niners.
And we're first.
Those 2 teams.
Yeah. I saw it being mocked on the Raiders last week. But the Raiders number 10, Joey. This is why I just want John to, wherever Al Davis and his boys are sitting, I hope the 49ers sit next to the table, and Tremaine is still up on the clock, and John looks over to the Raiders table. Trade? You want to trade? All right. You guys got 5 minutes. We can and like Tony said, make the Raiders give up the farm. We could clown Raider fans for the next 16 years. Joey, we gotta go though. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, okay?
Hey, real quick, hey Chic, I got a song I want to play for Chic, just real quick.
Okay, make it real quick, Joey.
It's for Cortland Sutton.
Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Joy, get off my phone, you clown. See you tomorrow. Sicky. Sheik, I don't know what's wrong with Joey, man. I'm telling you, I want to apologize on behalf of Joey Mahoney. He's way out of line. Joey, get off the phone. All right, get Joey out of here. A Razor.
Yo.
Razor. Hey, Razor, you know what? I meant to get back to you. You know what? When I was typing that note, I was about to pass out, and I guess I did. I was watching the replays. You can watch all night. Yeah, 24 hours, you can watch now the combine. I was watching for some things, and I missed out anyway. But anyway, what's going on, Razor? I know you got some things you want to say about the combine. What's up?
Yeah, but first I want to start off on Tuesday is a big day because that's the last day you can franchise a player.
Yep. Next Tuesday.
Yep, so I think it's 1 p.m. the time we're here, and 4 p.m. East Coast. So
Hey, Razor, you're talking about this Tuesday? Franchise Gap starts now? Or next week is when they have to. Next week is. I mean, you have to make your choice the next week, and the 14th. That's on a Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. So this Tuesday coming up is the last day to franchise.
Now that rule, that I didn't know about. That's a policy too. Okay. So there you go.
And also, if you tag a player, you don't have to give up first round picks. If you do it automatically, he's guaranteed your player, but the team can negotiate what they want, you know?
Yeah, but that's exclusive. There's two. Was it 3 levels? Yeah, there's about 3 levels of franchise tag. One of them, you're right. Another one mandates you give up 2 first round picks. That's non-exclusive. There's exclusive, non-exclusive. There's a third one too.
Because there's trade talks right now with Miami and the Bears, and they're saying they want to swap first round picks and add some draft picks. So that's how I know you don't have to give up 2 first round picks
for certain level. And I think that's where they put him.
Something like that, yeah. So, but anyways, I was hard on Tremaine Edmonds, but I'm watching a lot of film and I like him now.
See, dude,
but he is not a pass rusher though. He can learn, but that's not his position right now.
Well, okay, so what do you think he's strong at?
Well, he's strong at linebacker. He plays outside, like the weak side.
Yeah. You're talking 3-4. So in the 4-3, you wouldn't put him on the DE, huh?
Okay, so 4-3, you have your middle linebacker and you have your 2 outsides. But ours is a little different because we play the 4-3 under.
It's a hybrid.
So ours is the weak side, and then you have the Sam. But like the Carolina Panthers defense, Luke Kuechly is the middle, and Thomas Davis is the outside.
Yeah.
Not a pass rusher. It's just called outside linebacker in the 4-3.
But you wouldn't think about putting him in a Sam. He's athletic enough to cover, and he's got enough technique. He can still put a pass rush on. I don't know if it's elite, but I mean, he can still bring it to him because he's got that speed.
If I'm Robert Saleh, I'm starting off Reuben Foster at middle, and Tremaine at the weak side linebacker.
Sam.
And the Sam, I don't know who that's going to be yet, but then I'm going to rotate Tremaine Edmonds to Sam and inside linebacker so he can get that rush and get those tackles, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because he's got plenty of aggression and athleticism just off the hook. Off the damn hook. So, this is why I would not. If I'm Saleh, I'm looking at him at the edge, though. I'm going to give him a shot at that. I want to see where he's at his best because our weakness is at the edge. So, because at the other point, I got people who can cover that. So I'm thinking an edge or Sam and see what he looks like. If he struggles to the edge, okay, we stop doing that. The Sam, I got no fears. He's a natural. So,
Yeah. I'm putting him at both positions. I'll mix it up, give the defense a bunch of headaches.
Yeah, that's another thing. See, you can put him any number of places. You can put him in disguise coverages. You get a lot of things with Edmonds. This is why he's so man. What a menacing defender he'd be. And if Ruben's gonna finally, him and Ruben working together, That's just comical.
We'll see. And Ronbo. So like I was saying about that tag, the last day on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I hope Le'Veon Bell does not get that tag. If we get him, Ronbo, he's a 2,000-yard rusher in our offense.
Oh, yeah. So Tuesday. And we got a lot to look forward to on Tuesday. I didn't know about this, what you're talking about now. So if by Tuesday night, midnight, Le'Veon's still a free man, that's going to be funny.
Yeah. So it's Tuesday, 1 p.m. our time, 4 p.m. East Coast.
Watch the Steelers at 3:49 or 3:50. Le'Veon Bell has just been tagged by this. Oh, you, God, Steelers! Why do you torment that man like that? Give him up! You know, everybody come to Le'Veon's. People will feel sorry for Le'Veon. They'll come to his aid. Some of the biggest lawyers in the world will come to. Listen, Pittsburgh, you guys this is just not right. All right, we've got grounds to this, and this. Let this guy go. Yeah. Who do you guys work for? We work for Jed York, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
So, you know, because we ain't going to get, you're right, we ain't going to get Sequon. So Bell is definitely, I have a problem with him. He's too expensive, but still. Maybe they can work that out.
I want Sequon, but there's a rumor now that the Browns want to take him at the first pick.
That's BS. I guarantee, I can't wait. That is such BS. They're efficient. They think they're going to take a page out of John Lynch's book and make everybody believe we don't need no quarterback. We'd rather go for Saquon Barkley. All right? And who's going to throw the ball? It doesn't matter. We got Saquon Barkley. You guys going to use Kaiser again? Yes. Okay, good. So you know what? They're not fooling me any unless they sign into the quarterback and they know for sure they're going to. There is no way they're going to trade that down is what they're going to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one last thing I want to point out. Did you see that the Rams trade with Robert Quinn?
Yeah, it made me so mad.
Okay, I know why they did that.
Keep him away from us?
Well, that too.
Yeah.
But they're planning on drafting Davenport or Landry with their first round pick.
Because they ain't getting no Bradley Chubb. You're probably right. You're probably right. Raise up and see tomorrow, man.
All right, one last thing. What are those two kids called that call on the show? Those two little kids?
What? Tyler?
Tyler and Tony?
Yeah.
They should be a team. The TNT connection part 2.
Razor, man, what's wrong with you and Joey Mahoney tonight? You guys just come in starting shit.
One more thing. Since I heard my boy Trey is back in the business, the TNT.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't there two twins, the Tamika and Tanya twins?
Okay, get off. Get off the phone, Razor. I'm telling you and Joey Mahoney, man, go to your room and stay there. I'm going to hang up the phone. We got to go. That's terrible, Razor. Look at who we got next? Hey, Dre.
What's up,
Hey, Dre. Man, we just say, hey, Dre, man, were you impressed by anything you seen in the combine?
Man, look, I want Shaquem Griffin, bro. This guy just ran a 4.3. The only man in the history of the NFL that's gonna play with one arm with the fastest. He's probably gonna have the fastest 40 in the combine. He just ran a 4.38 in front of mine.
I know. He just barely.
Tremaine Edwards only ran a 4.55. And
I know.
There was another guy. Lorenzo Carter from Georgia ran a 4.46.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And
these are some fast linebackers. I'm very impressed by the linebacking class is very deep, Ronbo. I'm very impressed by the linebackers.
That's right. And if you're running back and you can't run better than 4.4, they gonna come get you.
Oh God. Oh man. I want Shaquem, bro.
Yeah.
I want Shaquem. I was able. They had like 3 of USF's games. ESPN used to play USF's games, and I caught them. And in each of those games, man, Shaquem Griffin was monster. Was a terror. I mean, he had 2 sacks in all 3 of the games that I watched him play personally.
He's had some interceptions too.
I think he had 11 for the season. Not to cut you off, Ronbo. My bad, bro.
No, I was adding to his stats. I was gonna tell you he's got some interceptions too.
Yeah, man. Where are you gonna get that type of heart from? Where are you going to get that type of drive and desire from? Jermaine Edwards is great, but man, Shaquem Griffin, oh my God, I want him.
Yeah, he's
the guy. I mean, I want that guy. He's special. He's special, Ronbo.
Yeah.
He's special. And John Lynch, he basically choreographed. He basically like came out and said like, we want to trade up. So I think we're in the runner for. I think we're in the runner for Saquon though. If the Pittsburgh Steelers tag Le'Veon and he doesn't make a fuss about it, if they tag him and he doesn't make a fuss about it, bro, because I know he wants to come to San Francisco. He's tired of playing in the coach in Pittsburgh.
Well, he ain't gonna show up.
You know how to end up.
Yeah, he's already told him. Okay, you know what? I ain't coming to OTAs. I ain't coming to no preseason activities.
Right.
I will be there on the first day of the game, and that makes the Steelers awfully mad, especially the coach. So you know.
Unless they give him $100 million and they might have to break down and cut some people and give Le'Veon what he wants, bro, because they're just not gonna. Without Le'Veon, bro, I don't know what they're probably going to break down and have to pay Le'Veon.
Dre, I'm having trouble hearing you. Get your mouthpiece up a little higher.
I know. I was saying they're probably going to have to pay Le'Veon. I mean, what would the Steelers do without Le'Veon? Offensively, that is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they know it.
They're probably going to have to pay him.
They know it too.
You know?
And they hate that, Dre.
They know it, bro.
They hate that he has the advantage. And that's why they're having so much trouble with this.
Yeah, bro. I just say we package somebody like Jimmy Ward in our number 9 pick, bro, and get rid of that $8.23 million off the salary cap, and trade him. You know what I'm saying? And that number 9 pick to like, I don't know, bro. Maybe get the Browns again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Somebody. You know what I'm saying? And try to get up there and get Saquon. You know what I mean? And if we can't get Saquon, you know what I'm saying? I say we re-sign Carlos regardless. You know what I'm saying? And cut Joe Williams to make room so we can get Saquon.
Wait
so
till
we
you
can have
cut Joe. We haven't seen Joe run yet. Oh.
Yeah, Joe Williams. I mean, and bro, you can't hold on to the ball. I mean, I'm sorry. Go play linebacker.
But we don't
You're
know.
Not playing running back for the San Francisco 49ers no more, bro.
All right.
You put the ball on the ground 3 times. 3 times.
That was last year, though.
Have that.
He's seen a doctor, Dre. He's seen a doctor. He's okay.
No, Joe. No, Joe. Don't go there, Joe. We ain't gonna go there. We won't Saquon. We want to keep Carlos. And the guy who did the free agency, I can't remember his name. Night before last night. I was happy that somebody finally came out and said basically what I was saying about Eric Reed. He like I said, bro.
Yesterday,
I just think that he's a staple. Yeah, man.
That was Coach.
That somebody,
that was Coach.
The only person. Everybody thought I was crazy or some shit, but I was very happy. I was very pleased to see that we have some fans who realize how important not only is he on the field but in the locker room. Eric Reed is very important.
You know, Dre. I think,
to our team.
but Dre, I think you got to hunt down people to find that don't like Eric Reed. I think mostly everybody wants Eric Reed back. You just don't. We just figure the coach.
Well, nah, bro. You got to go back. Go back to the episode and look at some of the comments that people were making about Eric Reed. You know, I would trust me. There's some people out there that think he's a bum. I mean, you can't be a bum if you're ranked number 10 in the league at DB and you played linebackers. You started outside linebackers, games, and you were still ranked number 10 at DB. So, but I know we got a lot of people on the line, Ronbo. You know what I'm saying? DREGHXZT.
There he is.
Ronbo, I love you, mate.
Hey, back at you, fam.
Empire, let's go. Ready to go.
All right, Drake. Have a good night, fam.
All right, baby. For sure.
Hey. And as a matter of fact, I don't know. What we got? Oh, it's HBK. Watch his intro.
Oh yeah, it's the icon, the showstopper, the main event. Mr. San Francisco is back. What's up, Ronbo? What's good with you, bro?
You HBK, man, we've been waiting on you, man. I mean, you know. And for all those reasons you just stated, too.
And the showstopper has arrived.
Yes, indeed. Hey, HBK, you've been watching the Combine, man. I mean, you know, we're looking at Marcus Davenport. He's kind of surprising people. Saquon's not surprising anybody. In fact, he put on exactly the show we expected. And, you know, I mean, it's a little crazy out there. Tremaine Edmonds is a complete freak. We know that Shaquem Griffin is not just the person that you'd be putting on your team, be doing him no favor. He would be doing you a favor. So, you know, it's crazy this year. What are you thinking?
Yep. Well, I mean, it's like I've heard that we've looked at Ronald Jones, the running back from USC, and I went back and looked at some of his film. I mean, Ronbo, it's like I'm so entrenched in the free agency and the combine to the point, Ronbo, I've become my own coach, my own GM for the 49ers. I mean, I'm studying, I'm critiquing this, I'm critiquing that. It's like, okay, this dude's got skills, he got speed, this, that, and the third. Okay, I want him, I don't want him. I mean, it's like I'm like a basket case, when it comes to this free agency and this combine and draft stuff. It's like my mind's like a basket case right now, Robo. It's like so many people I want to have on our team.
I know.
So few draft picks to get them all. So it's like, I mean, it's like, and I trust the process that, Lynch and Shanahan, they know something that we don't.
Always.
So I'm trying to, just, I guess, rein myself in to the point where I don't get too far out there. I wish I could kind of rein you in sometimes, so we'll give you some tranquilizer darts and stuff. Cause you kind of really be a little animated and stuff. I'm like, dude, I mean, calm down. I mean, he's like, breathe, relax,
it's a very, the 49ers are a very emotional thing.
Yeah, I think they can. What's that, Rumbo?
Well, the 49ers, they draw a lot of emotions, so yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, Ronbo, breathe. It's like, practice the breathing exercises that we practice now. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Don't let us go on a 7 or 8 game winning streak next year.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's like, I haven't looked at all the prospects. So I keep, looking back at our app and stuff, see who all we looked at. And in time and stuff, I'll be checking out some more, combine footage of, Royce Freeman. I still need to look at, I mean, what's that linebacker dude y'all was talking about that's kind of, catching some buzz and stuff, outside of, not named Roquan Smith or Tremaine Edmonds. So what's like the other linebacker that's kind of like, gaining speed and gaining some steam as far as the upcoming draft and stuff?
You're not talking about Shaquem Griffin. What's so funny?
Mm-hmm.
It's, I don't know that Roquan and Tremaine seem to be the headliners for that positional group. And Shaquem Griffin is like the other guy that everybody's talking about just because there's a couple other guys that showed some of them were good at drills and some of them were better than others at certain things. There wasn't another name that really...
Who might those guys be? So whenever I get off the line with you, I can go ahead and look them up and see what they're about. See what they got to bring to the table.
Yeah, I don't remember each one of them's name because they weren't like memorable. They were at times they were good at certain things. Because you won't recognize all of them because unless you've been watching college football or paying attention, you'll forget their names really quickly. During the course of when they're going through drills and things like that and running a 40, commentators will tell you what they're good at, whether the movement is good, whether they're too stiff, whether they're any number of reasons why they're losing points. It's like the commentators are really good at busting the guy down as he's going through his motions and saying, he's going to have to work on that and that needs improvement. He's really smooth there, and they're going on and on, right? So, but you don't know these guys. Yeah. But you know about Edmonds. You know about Roquan. Roquan didn't finish because he hurt himself, but,
Oh, yeah, and one more thing I want to bring your attention to. I know there's other cats, win, get on and, spin it with you and stuff. Regarding the offensive line, next to the dude from Notre Dame, there's another cat that people have been, giving like a lot of buzz, a lot of press to. Will Hernandez.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little while ago.
Out of Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will's...
it's like I heard it's like dude is like a brick. I mean, you like once you get his hands on you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's like I looked at him in pass protection and run blocking.
Yeah.
And granted, he still got some things that as far as his hand placement and not putting his hands outside of the numbers and stuff and putting them inside the opposing defenders, pad level and stuff, kind of like, the punch or hand placement. But, it's like, dude, like, he's a fucking beast, dude. It's like, I know that you probably looked at some footage, and, I'm going to go back and look at some more stuff and study, like, Bosh Lombardi and stuff. He's been taking a lot about. Have you ever heard of him?
Of course, yeah. He gives you breakdowns on certain players. He does a really good job at that, too. Yeah. Everybody's heard about Lombardi. Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time and stuff, are you gonna be on tomorrow, Ronbo? So
Tomorrow evening, 7:00. Sure will.
All right, Ronbo.
All right.
Check you later, bro.
Be looking for you, fam. All right.
All right, bro.
All right. And we go out Virginia way and say hey to Trey. What's up? One half of the TNT connection. They've reunited. Trey.
Finally.
I knew he was there.
Still one half of tag team champions, Ronbo. How are we doing, brother?
Hey, man, doing all right. You know, the combine has been exciting stuff, man. I'm going to sit there taking notes.
Excuse me. You said what? I'm sorry. I wasn't watching the combine today.
Oh, you got.
I was watching the. I know. I was watching the Tremaine Edmonds Invitational. That's what I was watching today. I told you guys about this months ago. As soon as the season ended.
The Tremaine Edmonds Invitational. I like that.
You see what I mean?
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to everybody watching. Let's just cut to the business, because this is what I do. Is this a family show tonight, Ronbo?
Well, I mean, kind of. I mean, you've seen Dino's little girl a minute ago.
Save that portion.
Yeah.
We'll save that portion. Tune in. Make sure you get the Ronbo Sports app. Make sure you hit like.
Yeah.
Tune in to Red and Gold Radio tomorrow night. You're going to need to get the app so you can get the pen and the code.
Exactly.
I think I did that. I think I did it right.
Did it really well, too.
Though.
I was impressed, yes.
Yeah, that was pretty decent, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, I've been studying, I've been watching. So, but let me just say this. Shaquem Griffin, that's cute. It's nice. He's a great player. But the guy is 6 feet tall. He's 227 pounds, and he looks like he's added about 10 pounds since the season ended. So he's literally a defensive back. It's not that impressive to run 4.38.
Hey, is he
His
only
twin brother?
Is he only 6 foot? I thought he was
he's
taller
6
than
foot
that.
tall. He's 227, and his brother his twin brother genetically is a defensive back for the Seattle Seahawks. So he's literally a heavy defensive back body type playing linebacker, which is fine. But Tremaine Edmonds is 250, 6'4", all man running 4.55.
6'5".
There's no comparison.
Yeah.
There's just no comparison.
Well, they're not competing anyway. You're
No. Because Shaquem, I want Shaquem on third down. Like, he could be your jack-of-all-trade linebackers. You don't need a safety when you got a ball hawk like him that's around. I mean, he can blitz, he can cover.
Yeah.
I really like the guy,
Yeah.
I really do. I really, really do.
Yeah.
But let's get into something that I don't like. And for that, we'll have a family-friendly edition
of...
If I can get one installment.
It's a family-friendly edition of Let Me Holler at You.
I told you guys, and I want to use stronger language, that one of the best running backs in this class was Kareem Hunt. Watch the ticker. You will see that Auburn sign at least 4 out of 5 times. He's in the top 5 of every running back drill, every running back measurement test, and it's amazing. And I'm telling you guys, you're going to be the steal of the draft, Kareem Johnson, the running back. Also, John Lynch said that he wanted to reward his players, Ronbo. Didn't he say that?
He's always saying that.
He said that, right? We're re-signing Gary Gilliam. We're re-signing, Kilgore, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
But, guess who we're not re-signing?
I've not heard those names. I agree.
Guess who we're not re-signing?
Well, let me guess.
Running back class.
Yeah.
We're not going to re-sign that waste of a space. Can't get 1,000 yards. You know who I'm talking about. You know what led the team in drops. Can't catch open touchdowns. The running backs in this draft, Ronbo, I wouldn't be mad if we took 2 this year.
2?
I wouldn't be mad if we took 1 in the 2nd and 1 in the 7th. Because Adam Peters is a genius with this. Wouldn't you say that?
Tell you, Trey, your fire alarm that's a crash. Trey, can we get you to slide into the next room?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
See this?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I got you.
Would you say
that Adam Peters is a genius with
Oh,
with the
absolutely.
drafting and the scouting.
Look at what he did with the Broncos. I mean, that team was just stacked for a minute.
He's a rock star. He's a rock star.
Yeah.
He's going to be. We got to enjoy this now. We got to get the Super Bowl now. He's not going to be our assistant VP, GM, whatever for the next, however much longer.
Yeah,
and
one
that's
more
what
year
I really
maybe.
wanted to come out here and say that the guy is. If you look at who the Broncos got in the later rounds, like Chris Harris, a Derek Wolfe. You see what I'm saying? Even a Malik Jackson. You see what I mean? Like those players that he didn't get credit for. Then he came here, one draft. Colbert. I'm so excited with the depth, Ronbo. We're gonna get out of here because I know. You're sorry about the alarm, man. But we had to sound the alarm for Tremaine Edmonds, man.
That's okay. It's the thing with
All right, man. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man.
You're right. Trey always comes in and brings the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And so help him, Trey.
So help me, Ronald. But look, though, one last thing, man. We appreciate you. This is the craziest time of year because this is when we're all speculating.
Yes.
We love coming here on a Sunday afternoon, and we thank you, man.
Thank you for showing
Friday,
up, Trey.
But I'll say this about the coin toss. The great news about the coin toss was seeing John Gruden's face when they lost.
That was awesome, wasn't it? And he was not in mood for jokes. John.
Well, Chucky turns like a tomato. He can't hide it.
Yeah, no, his face got all crinkled. I thought he was going to pull out that knife like Chucky and start just gouging people,
Hey, and we're going to do that when we see them on the field because we owe them one.
I know.
From a couple of years ago. We owe them.
I know.
All right, man.
All right, Trey.
Brother.
Appreciate you, fam. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, Monday Night Raw going to be crazy because I got one for you. I'm calling somebody out on Monday.
Ooh, all right. And Trey was sweet enough tonight not to go that. He didn't go there. All right, Trey. Look at Trey. All right, Trey. We're looking for you tomorrow, man. Oh God. All right, and we go to it's Mark.
Hey, what's going on, brother Ronbo?
Mark, man, we're just sitting here reviewing the combine, and Trey has just renamed it the Trey Edmonds Invitational. Why is it Trey, man? Boy, the boys imagine. Boy, dude's got creativity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got that. I mean, I've seen that beast, man, and I'm pretty sure every NFL GM seen him as well, and that's what got me kind of worried a little.
And
just
you're right.
A tad bit.
You're right. I agree. Because
just a tad bit because I don't know if Edmonds is going to be there anymore at 9. You know, his stock might have rose. Him being 19 years old, being able to do what he does.
He's got 10 years of solid football. I mean, 10 years. He won't be in his prime for what? Another 4 years? Oh, man.
Exactly.
Woo!
So
he's going to get bigger, too.
Clinic at the combine, and I was just like, it got me wondering, like, is he still going to be at 9? What do you think, Ronbo? Do you think he'll still be there by the time we have to pick?
I think now that you brought that up, his stock went up. That means if he was going to go at 9, he's going to go up at 7. You know, Mark, though, as I said, keep counting your quarterbacks, okay? The first 4 picks are probably going to, even though people, man, Barkley ain't going to last till 5. Yeah, he is. You know what? Cleveland is kidding. They're not going to take Barkley number 1. They need a quarterback so bad they can't stand it. So they're either going to have to trade somebody a first-round pick to take another quarterback from another team, or they're going to have to use that to pick up Rosen, Darnold, what did I say, the last two guys? Rosen, Darnold, what's the guy? Baker Mayfield, or the other guy from Wyoming.
What's his name? Jackson?
From Wyoming. Jack, I don't know, Josh. Anyway, they're going to have to get one of these guys. They can't just skip it. That's suicide. If they skip out on the quarterback this year and they cannot sign Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, not Sam Darnold, but Sam, the Minnesota Vikings, Teddy Bridgewater, he probably doesn't want to go there. And Bradford probably doesn't want to go there. So what are you going to do, Cleveland? You're going to go with Kaiser again? And you're going to have a great running back in Kaiser? What are you going to do now? See, so they're not fooling me. They're trying to sell that pick. So we'll see what happens.
Another thing that's kind of like, that's been, after watching the combine, I like, what's his name? I don't know if the fastest offensive lineman. What's his name? Josh O'Neal, I think his name is.
Is that his name?
He's out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was not. I was watching the offensive lineman. I heard about somebody, but I wasn't really know who it was because I was like doing other things.
Let me check real quick.
Thanks, Mark. I see it. Josh Allen. Thanks.
Yeah, it's something O'Neal. It's O'Neal. He's out of Pitt. But yeah, man, he's one of the fastest offensive linemen. I was like, dang, man, that guy could run.
Yeah, that
means
means
they had the
Shanahan will like him.
What's that called? The simulcam?
Did it? Wait a minute, he's that fast? They put him on.
Yeah.
They put him on a simulcam.
Yeah, with some of the quarterbacks.
An offensive lineman? Oh.
Yeah, check him out.
I'm going to. His name is O'Neal, huh? All right.
He's from Pitt.
Yeah, because that's exactly.
That's why I was just like, dude, like, who needs freaking? He plays offensive tackle.
Ooh.
Out of Pitt.
What's it? You got any more measurables on him? How big, how heavy, all that stuff. I'll find out, but I can't wait.
See. Yeah, I don't have all that information on me, but I was checking him out yesterday, and I was just like, damn, dude, this guy could run.
That's a weapon. In Kyle Shanahan's system, that's a huge weapon. Because the thing is...
why do we need a freaking... Because what's his name? I was watching the number one, the top guy, what's his name? Nelson?
Quentin, yeah. Quentin's just a big body. He's not really athletic, I noticed.
Yeah, he's not even that fast. Like, I was just like, yeah, man, he doesn't fit the scheme or anything. And you know what I mean? I was just like, he ain't fast as compared to this guy.
Yeah.
Quentin, this guy's quick.
Yeah, Nelson's a mauler. I mean, Nelson's going to be like, he's going to protect your quarterback. He's going to antagonize and intimidate the defensive linemen because they're not going to be able to bully him. Brian O'Neal, I see his name is Brian O'Neal. Niner Faithful, thanks. Yeah, I don't. Quentin Nelson, I got my doubts about whether the 49ers are interested in him or not. I agree. He's a big lumbering monster, but he's not good for what Kyle was saying.
What do you think of Roquan Smith? Do you think his stock dropped? I mean, you think he'll fall to us or like? Yeah, because of his injury at the combine and everything.
I was going to ask you. I wonder how serious that injury is. I think it's just a leg problem, though. Yeah. Do you think the 49ers are really interested in him, though? I wonder.
Well, the thing is like I said, because Tremaine Edmonds put on a show, so I think a team might trade up.
Yeah. Oh.
To get him.
Well, I don't know if you'd trade up to get him. Well, you could be. I mean, I'm not going to say you're not right, but I mean, it's a lot.
Might pick him up.
Yeah, because he's 19. Who do you think would trade up though? The Raiders?
Oakland. Yeah, Oakland.
I hope they do.
You got who else needs a linebacker? The Saints need a linebacker. Who else? Dallas.
Yeah, we don't want to trade up with the Saints. We don't want to trade with the Saints. The Saints are down there at 29 and 27, 28 or something like that.
No, I'm saying like they might trade up in front of us to get them.
Oh well, now yeah. See, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow, that's okay. Because you know what you do when you take out another guy like that? That's 4, 5. Because you're right. The Saints have Kamara and the other. What's his name? They're one of the league leading running backs. You know, here's the thing: what nobody's paying any attention to. I can't wait if indeed the golden boy running back of all time keeps rolling down the chart, and then when he gets to 8, people are gonna get nervous and say, "Yeah, but we don't need him. We need Quentin Nelson." Oh, don't let the 49ers get him. Well, what am I going to do? I don't need a running back. I've got 2 of the premier running backs in the league. Okay, that's what they say. I can be funny. 49ers on the clock. There's Saquon Barkley. There's this guy. There's this guy. There's Raymond's cornerback. And the 49ers tank. Fill in the blank. Oh, my God. Well, I can be crazy. We'll see.
Yeah, see, my thing is if the Browns had any sense in them, they would take Saquon Barkley. Then they'll take Calvin Ridley. Then they'll trade up and get what's his name? Jackson.
Mark, remember they don't.
But it's the Browns.
Mark, they don't have a quarterback.
I know, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, it's the Browns, though. That's why.
So they continue to be the Browns.
They dug themselves in this hole, so, I mean, like...
Continue to dig
I know
it.
they don't have a quarterback. Even if they did draft a quarterback, how good is that quarterback going to be?
He's going to be better than what they got now because Kaiser's terrible. Anyway, and the guys that backed him up were even worse. So, you know, it's just sad.
Every quarterback that was good in college and that went to the freaking Cleveland Browns, where are they at now?
Yeah. They're probably working at McDonald's and pumping gas and doing all those fun things.
That's what I'm saying. They put themselves in this situation. Like, well, who do we draft? You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
Do we draft a quarterback and hope that he's good, or do we go a different direction and get
another guy?
Not drafting a quarterback.
They got to find somebody out there, though. They got to either get one of the guys, free agents or something. They cannot continue to struggle with the quarterback position. So they got to do something. Anyway, Mike, let me see you tomorrow, man. And because 2 days from now, we're going to find out.
For all that you do.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
No.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Mike. See you tomorrow. Bye. And let's go to Nate without his skates.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nate.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, hey, Nate, just sitting back here. We're talking about the combine, or as Trey calls it, the Tremaine Edmonds Invitational.
What you think about the quarterbacks, though?
Which one?
Allen.
The dude's got a live arm, don't he? Allen may have the best arm out there, actually.
I like him a lot. He's good, man. He's
Yeah.
really good. Like everybody was saying, the other kid, I forgot his name. The other kid that were weird.
Josh. Okay, you got Rosen, Darnold, and Baker
Darnold,
Mayfield.
Yeah, everybody was saying it was going to be Darnold
Yeah.
first. Everybody was saying it was going to be Darnold first, but it wasn't.
You know what, Nate? Josh Allen, though, they pointed out, Josh Allen has no escapability. I think that's the knock on him. So he probably will end up like Sam Bradford, constantly in the hospital. That's the only problem. But, man, it's funny funny. Is he the one who can run fast? I don't understand. He can run faster than Carson Wentz, but they say he has no mobility. I guess running fast and mobility are two different things, though.
Yeah, I mean, I like what I've seen from him. You know, he looks like a pocket quarterback. I like him. I think he's pretty good.
He is. His accuracy is just ridiculous.
And I also seen a couple of offensive passes, some runs, and didn't see much of the running backs, but I heard Sequon took it down, though. I heard he did good.
That boy is... He's not human, man. He's not human. I mean, you can run that fast. You can lift that much. You can jump that high. That's like one of the X-Men, you know? Professor X would take a good look at him, too. Boy, you could be on this team. Damn. So we'll see. No, I'd love to put him in the backfield with Jimmy G, though. Boy, God.
Yeah,
Whoa.
see, we do have that second-round pick that we could give up, you know.
I'd give it up, too. It ain't worth the damn.
We beat the Rays for number 9.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't on the show that day to really express my happiness, but I heard you, though, expressing your happiness about the 9th pick. So it was just enough for me.
Hey, Nate, anytime we're doing a number on the Raiders, I couldn't get any happier than that, because Raider fans are the most annoying people on the planet. That's a species that doesn't really
There was a lot of comments, too, they were saying it was rigged. The coin flip was rigged and all that.
Of course. The Raiders put that out there because they lost. Hey, where'd you find that stuff, Nate? I want to go read it. I love that stuff, man. I drink the tears of the Raiders like it's nectar of the gods, huh?
It's basically on YouTube, man. It's basically on YouTube. So.
Yeah. Take the L, Raiders. Take it. Embrace it. And get used to it.
It's funny because we were both like, I was like number 9, and then you seen Gruden's face. He was all upset.
Oh, he's pissed. And he was pissed before the coin toss even took place. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. The thing is, I didn't watch too much of the combine because I went out. I drove out like 100 miles yesterday. So I was like, I didn't watch a lot of the combine, but I wanted to watch the combine. But I did watch the quarterbacks, though.
Yeah.
And I did watch some of the wide receivers. So I didn't watch much of the combine. All I know is that we should jump down a little further down and pick up somebody we want. I don't have much to say today. I just wanted to call in and check in with you. That was it, man.
Cool. Yeah, they may do that. they may trade down because John is more interested in more picks. He likes volume because they know what they're doing when it comes to picks. They're not even afraid of what order they pick in. If you know, Nate's really funny. If we were sitting in a room with John right now, having a coffee or something like that, he'd probably tell you, everybody thinks that Saquon Barkley is going to take him to the promised land. But I got a kid down here. We can get him in the third round. It's going to demonstrate that.
You need a running back, though.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. They may come up with another one in another round. We also got Jimmy. We still got the kid from last year. I'm still curious as if he knows how to hold on to the ball yet. Joe Williams.
Yeah.
He may be. Because everybody forgot about him.
All right, Rambo. I'm going to get off the show right now. I don't have much to say. So,
all right, that's cool,
have
Nate.
a good night, man.
Appreciate you calling in, too, Nate. I'll talk to you later, all right?
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yeah. Yeah, fam. What we can deduct from what we've seen so far is there's a lot of great choices that the media didn't want to tell us about. Did you know anything about DJ Chark? I mean, some of the people who follow college football probably knew that there was a DJ Chark in there. Now, we pretty much knew about Rakeem. Rakeem Griffin has not. This is not. I didn't know he was that fast because they don't show us athletes running a 40. And there's some things we've seen that you just didn't expect. Even last year, I remember I was watching the Combine, and I'd already read a little bit about Solomon Thomas. And actually, I got to tell you the truth. I'll admit this between you and me. We're family. I said, Solomon Thomas, I read some things about him, how he likes to antagonize and irritate and mess with the offensive linemen, saying things to him. I mean, he's a trash talker. And so that's when I first started taking notice of him. Then I saw him in the Combine running the 40s. Damn, boy can run. And he was fast, right? And then, of course, Pro Day came and everybody went down. And remember Kyle goes down to Stanford, check out what's going on? Because John was doing all the footwork and of course, Adam Peters and all the other people. Kyle was staying back in the office watching film. But you have to walk down and check out Pro Day at Stanford because, it's right down the street. So then he was putting on a show that day, And then I looked at the bowl game and I said, you know what? Solomon Thomas, and he shows up on the mock draft, right? And I'm that guy. I want to give me Corey Davis, Christian McCaffrey. I know you. I mean, you gave me a hard time. I know I was wrong. I'm still not wrong about Christian McCaffrey, though. He would have looked good in Kyle Shanahan's offensive system, especially after Jimmy G showed up. Can you imagine Christian McCaffrey standing behind fullback Kyle Juszczyk? If you're the DC, what are you doing? Time out! Why? Because I don't know what to do. There's a juice and McCaffrey standing there. What are they going to do? And see, these are the kind of things that I know Kyle Shanahan would be sitting back there quietly with that stoic face. Are you done? Yes! Let's play. You'd have McCaffrey pretending he was going to go for a handoff from Jimmy G. But then again, all of a sudden, you see Kyle Juszczyk, who has already killed somebody on the block, and now McCaffrey shoots the gap. Jimmy G rolls to his right, hits McCaffrey across the seam. It's into no man's land because you've already caused the defense to shift. I already have the play written out. McCaffrey, with his speed, shoots down the sideline. He is gone. There are so many things you can do when you have guys with multiple skill sets like that. McCaffrey's got great hands. He was one of the best receivers in the draft last year, and he's not even a receiver. And running back skills, he could gain a little weight, but he's shifting. Once he gets out in the open space, he's pretty tough. So I got, this year I need to calm down on my offensive picks. Because if you notice this year, I've switched 360. I just want that pass rush. I just want that quarterback to stop being relaxed and let's get some pressure on that guy. So that's my thing. Anyway, I tell you what I'm going to do, fam. We're already at the end of the week, huh? I forgot where I was this week. Mark Lattimore, I called Lattimore. Mark Lattimore called Lattimore. Look at him now. The Saints. I am calling Ward. Derwin James. You will say Mark was right again. Denzel Ward. Mark, What's your first name? Mark. Yeah, that's Mark. Mark, I like your second choice. But Denzel Ward is. Somebody got on me about this. Ronbo, are you prejudiced against short people? No, I'm just saying. Denzel doesn't fit the scheme. They're not going to go out and intentionally get a short guy. We have Asa Jackson if we want short guys. We're not going to intentionally go out and get a short guy. I mean, what are you going to do? You got you guys taking a photo? Here's our cornerbacks. You got Akello standing here and Denzel Ward standing next to him looking like his son. So that's what I'm saying. It's not going to happen. That's why they went and got Akello, because of his length. If anything's going to happen here, and watch me get eaten by words like I do every year. If anything's going to happen here, it's going to be Isaiah Oliver from the school that they picked up Akello out of in Colorado. 6'1", long, and got range, got good balls. Good ball hawking skills. This is what the 49ers want. So Denzel Ward, and every time you look at NFL Network, I find it annoying now too. You're watching down below the mock draft, right? And you see the 49ers logo, Denzel Ward. Stop with Denzel Ward. We're not picking up Denzel Ward, okay? He's too short. Listen, short people, don't get mad. I love short people. Some of my best friends are short people, okay? I'm just saying I don't want them on my corners. Okay, fam, I'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, please, don't forget to hit like before you leave. And if you're in the Ronbo Sports app, if you'd like to help and support Ronbo Sports, please click on a commercial or two every now and then. It helps to fund up what we like to do, which is continue to come to you. But anyway, hit like and share and subscribe. I shall see you tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. Later!